Hello there, you lovely lot. Welcome back to Crafters TV. It's time for a masterclass, which is wonderful. Masterclass is where we focus on one specific kind of product or one kind of technique for a whole 2 hours and teach you everything that there is to possibly know. And today's is all about interchangeables, which is fun. So we've got lots of different products on the show for us. It's going to be loads of inspiration as well. We will also have another hour of all things Paper Dienamics as well. That will be up in an hour's time, so 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. if you are over on the East Coast. But I am joined again by my fabulous friend and colleague, Michelle. She's back with us in the studio. How are you, Michelle?
I'm very well, thank you. I have just had one of Christine's egg mayo sandwiches.
Oh,
so
they're good. Isn't it great to have Christine back?
It really is. I was saying yesterday to everyone that would listen, we should put a petition together to stop Christine from going on holiday again.
She was away for 2 weeks and the cafe was closed. Honestly, I felt like I'd had my right arm cut off.
Yeah.
Luckily, I was also away for 12 days that she was away, so it was only 2 days. But still, it was a very difficult time for all of us here at Crafters TV. Interchangeables then, Michelle. What are we going to learn over the next couple of hours?
Well, we're going to learn how to use them. We're going to learn that they're not as difficult as they sound and as they look. And we're just going to have a lot of fun with them.
We've got lots of different options coming up for you in the show. Lots of you tuning in already and saying hello. If you want to get in touch with me, you can. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion on YouTube. Let's dive in then and have a look, because these are awesome. We've got the Interchangeable Scene Die collection. I think it's the first time I've seen these ones, you know.
Is it really?
I think it might be, yeah. So this one is all of your different scenes. You've got lovely little embellishing elements that go with them too. So that one there is the African Savannah. Then you've also got this one here, which is your country cottage. Absolutely glorious. Loads of embossed detail on all of these. This one here is upside down. This one is your tropical paradise that you can see just there. Those frames are exquisite if you want to use them on their own or add all of the embellishments in for the full effect. We have then got the wonderful Wonderland, which is that one just there. And really lovely aperture on that. Disconnected as well, that aperture, so you can space that out and create more of a frame or keep it like an oval. You've also got Fairy Tale Forest in there, which is absolutely stunning. Again, disconnected so you can separate that out. And you will also receive the Fairy Glade in there as well. You've got a great saving on this, $42.94 or $48.70. That brings it down to £77 or $89 at your price on that. $61.60 or $71.20 if you are a platinum member. Lots of you tuning in already. Georgie Ann says, hi Joe and Michelle from Clearwater, Florida. Jessica is in Southern Illinois. And Alicia is saying, good afternoon and greetings from Arkansas. Good afternoon, Alicia. Right, we're going to head straight over to Michelle. We've got loads to pack in, so we may as well dive right in, eh, Michelle?
We have got loads to pack in, so let me try and get organised for you. So there's lots. So I have decided for the first one, I'm going to use this one. So the African Savannah. I love this one, and if you think
this one might be my fave.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. And I think this one, if you've not used these before, I think it's the easiest to start with because you can just silhouette with them. And by silhouette, I mean you can just be cutting these out of some black card and having a play. So for me, that's the easiest way to just silhouette them all up. And it still looks amazing. It still looks fantastic. Someone's not been cleaning the dies out.
It was probably Debbie or Craig.
So let's just put...
No hesitation for Charlotte there, straight in, Craig.
Straight into Craig, bless her. So you have
sorry,
go on.
No, it's fine, I was just going to waffle on anyway. Nothing of value to add, Michelle, it was just nonsense, really.
That's all right. You've heard me talk, right?
I was going to say, Barbara's saying hi from Kentucky, the state, not the takeaway.
Right, let's get rid of those
I think
bits.
Charlotte might have eye rolled then.
I heard
felt it, didn't you?
I heard it. So you've got those two there, and like Joe said, they're disconnected. So basically, they're just not attached. So you can have either with either. So you can mix and match. So let me just get rid of those last little bits. And the thing is, if I don't get rid of these and I run it through in the machine, I run the risk of not cutting through properly and having those little bits just not coming out of my card properly. So there you go. So you can see that you've got 4, so you can absolutely be mixing and matching. Either can go with either because, again, they don't attach to each other. So it's just, again, you've got lots more options with these. And then even to the animals. So some of the animals, they've got no cutting blade. Let me just move that one so you can see. There's no cutting blade at the bottom, just all the way around. So again, you can be having that cut in and it's going to give you another layer of that scene, building
Beautiful.
up that scene. And again, so you've got the tree as well. So again, lots of possibilities with these. So what we're going to do is, I'm not going to use them yet. I'm going to ink this background up. So I've just brought in a couple of my inks. So this is what I mean by sort of silhouetting it. Make a really pretty background with some inks and then just have it all black at the front and it looks amazing. So I've got fuchsia, crushed velvet and honey pot. Let me just grab a piece of kitchen roll so I don't get fingerprints and ink everywhere.
Oh, we don't want that.
I'm terrible for that. Do you know, as clean as I try to stay, it's just really, really impossible for me sometimes to... Oh, stuff's been moved. I just went to grab a piece of card and there's none there.
Oh no.
How rude.
Lots of people still tuning in and saying hello. Oh, you found some?
I found some.
Amazing. I was going to waffle a bit more, but I shan't. I was about to waffle, yeah, I was.
That's all right.
I'm a good waffler.
Yeah. So I've got this piece of card. I've just cut it down. It's going to fit into my card that I'm using. It's 8 2/8 by 4 6/8. So I'm going to start at the top with my crushed velvet. Just inking that background up. So I want a nice edge on it. But do you see, I'm being a little bit heavy-handed, which you probably won't be as heavy-handed as me, but sort of the effects that you're going to get, and because I'm going to have all the black silhouette in front, those places where I've been a little bit heavy-handed, it almost makes it look like a sky, you know, because the sky's not obviously one perfect solid colour. So when you're looking at it through the layers of silhouette, it looks a lot nicer, and it gives it that effect of sort of clouds, the sky, a beautiful sunset that you're going to be getting in the Savannah. I've never been, but I'm guessing it's along them lines. So again, so I'm going in with my fuchsia below that one.
What cardstock is it you're using here, Michelle?
Sorry?
What sort of cardstock?
So I'm just using our white, is it multi-purpose cardstock?
Multi-purpose.
I keep calling it all-purpose, but it's not. It's multi-purpose.
Lots of people still tuning in, saying hi. Cheryl is saying hi from North Carolina. Rhonda is saying hi from a cloudy but warm Chicago area. I must say, it feels today like the weather's finally taken a bit of a turn temperature-wise. It's chilly for the first time, isn't it, today?
It is. It is definitely.
Very chilly. Kate says, hi everyone, the sun is up in Northern California. I like life when I was watching CTV at 6 a.m. I have these dies, so Michelle's ideas are super helpful. Kimberly says, good afternoon from North Carolina. And Robbie's in Alabama as well, so I was really looking forward to this show. Kate says, thanks for the tip, and from another messy crafter.
Do you know what? I don't even need to use inks, and I can end up with ink all over me at the end of the day. I have no idea where it comes from, but I do end up with ink on me at some point from somewhere.
Oh, it's like a lovely sort of evening on holiday. You know, you get those really bright skies when you're on holiday, all the different colours at night.
Yeah.
I'm staring intently at that and pretending I'm in like Mauritius or somewhere.
What I love is when one of our, so the honey pot or the other yellows, the straw bale as well, when you blend them over with the fuchsia or the pink tulip, you get this beautiful peachy, orangey blend. And do you know, it's just one of my favourite things, which is why I tend to use these colours a lot, because I love that blend that you get between those few colours. So just going to pop that to the side for now. So So I'm just going to show, so this is one that I did at home, using exactly the same colours. I just put lots more ink on. I went over a lot more, let me turn it round. So yeah, so all I did was exactly the same. I just laid a lot more ink down on this one than I did on this one. So, I mean, either or, I love that one, but I also,
both of them,
yeah. So that's just the effects you're going to get if you just keep building that ink up on top of that. So let's just pop those to the side for now. Right, so I'm going to bring this one in. So I'm going to think so it's about just which you want at the front and which you want at the back. I think I'm going to put those two on here. So I've already got mine scored. So I've scored it because we're going to create, in fact, I'm going to rescore that because it's just not quite in there. Let me just re-burnish that. And I've just, in fact, the reason that it's not quite in there is because it's a guideline for me rather than a fold line. So pop that to the side. Right, so I've got this piece. So this is going to be the front of my card. And then we're going to have this piece behind and another piece behind, if that makes sense. You'll see. We'll pop it together and you'll see exactly what I'm mumbling on about. So again, so it's scene building. We're building up that scene. We're just putting what we want where. And it's about having a little bit of fun. So just popping them on. And again, I'm doing this by eye. You might want to, measure this a little bit better. But I think you get to a point where you can sort of by eye it perfect.
By eye. Loads of more people. You're all very chatty this evening, which is lovely. Jenny is in Ohio. Ohio, Jenny. Debbie is saying hi from New York. So nice to see you both. Linda is in South Dakota as well. And Suzanne is saying hi to everyone too. I love that the people who are watching are like literally from all over the world. All over the place. Yeah. We've had all sorts recently. We had the Philippines recently, someone from the Philippines joined us. We have Eileen almost every day, who's in Puerto Rico. We have also people joining us from all over. Lots of European viewers. We're a very international community, aren't we? And then there's me from good old Yorkshire. Exotic Yorkshire. Whereabouts in Yorkshire is it you're from? West Yorkshire, a town called Castleford. Ah. So if you follow rugby, it's where the Cast Tigers are. Is it where there's that big like skiing slope? Yes. That's Castleford. Yeah, Junction 31. Junction 31 of the M62 for anyone who wants to go to Castleford for the afternoon out. Fancy going to the Escape, you can, yeah. Because in my head, that's not, I know this sounds silly, in my head that isn't West Yorkshire. And I know that's silly because there's a lot more of West Yorkshire to the west of that bit, isn't there? You've got like Leeds, Bradford,
of course.
Huddersfield, is that West Yorkshire as well? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Huddersfield goes into Manchester. Yeah, no, it's still Yorkshire, but I don't know if it's South Yorkshire, Huddersfield. Right. I've got a sneaky feeling that it is. So again, I'm just gonna, so my second scene, so my second layer, I'm going to pop back through, and this is going to be on the smaller piece because this one's going to be in the background. And then if I show you these, so I've already got these die cut, but these are some of the animals, and you can see how they're still attached. Can you see that? You can't at all, can you? Bear with me. Yeah, you can see that there. So if I just bring that out, so if you can see, if I fold that down, you can see that he stays attached. There you go, stays attached. So you can again have him going, have an extra layer of your scenes with your animals across. I'm going to snip them out. Have you seen a giraffe run before? No. Oh, it's so funny. They look like they're in slow motion. Do they really? It's really weird. Why is it so massive? I don't know. I saw a funny video. Well, I found it funny. A funny video yesterday of it was at a zoo, and it was a kid feeding a giraffe, and he was feeding him a leaf, like a branch type thing, and he feeds the giraffe. The giraffe picks it up, and the kid doesn't let go. And the kid goes all the way back up, and then comes all the way back down, and then his parents manage to grab him second time round. This does like let go of it. Just up it goes. Very funny.
That's crazy.
Wendy
That's
Waffles
hilarious.
is tuning in from... Wendy, is that your actual surname? I'd love to know, because if it is, me and you are the same person, because I love to waffle. Your name's Wendy Waffles, so... and she is from, I'm going to try this, Llantwit Fardre is where she's from. I hope I've said that correct, in South Wales. Jennifer Joseph says, good afternoon from sunny Poinciana. I hope I said that right. I asked in the last show, I'm not sure, I might have butchered that again. Laura's in Arkansas. And Catherine is saying hi from a sunny Isle of Wight.
Nice. Oh, it's not sunny here.
No,
It's
definitely not sunny
officially
here.
winter, isn't it? In fact, I flicked the heating on last night. Shock horror.
What, at home or up here?
No, at the house.
Really?
It was Baltic.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was, so I flicked it on just enough just to sort of warm the house. I sound like my mum.
We'll have to
Just
pop it
flick
on when we
a
get
little.
home.
Yeah. Right, so I have got, so this is going to be my front piece. This is going to be my middle piece, and you can see already as it layers up. But we're going to pop a little bit of just this silver gilding wax just on top here. Just, not in any particular perfect way, we're just going to, almost like the sun's or the moon or whatever would be out if I've got a pink, purple, yellow, orange sky. Whatever would be creating that sort of effect on the trees. So again, so just a tiny little bit just on the tops and maybe just a little bit on that bit of grass there.
Gillian can confirm that Huddersfield is in West Yorkshire.
Oh, is it?
Thank you for that. Yeah.
Oh, you'd think I'd know that, wouldn't you?
Mary Pat saying hi, good morning to everyone again from Montana. Good morning, Mary Pat. It's wild that it's still morning some places, isn't it?
Sorry?
Like it's wild that it's morning still. So that the time differences makes my head hurt a little bit. Yeah. There's like 16 hours time difference between Australia and the east coast of America.
Really?
I didn't think the time difference could be any more than 12 hours. I don't know why I thought that was the case, but it kind of blew my mind when I realised that you could have more than 12 hours. Wendy Waffle says, excellent pronunciation. Thank you very much.
Wendy Waffle. I love that. That's just the cool. Is that her real name though?
I don't know.
Or is it
I'm
like
not sure.
a
Wendy,
YouTube or
were
something?
you born a waffle? Did you marry a waffle? Did you become a waffle? Is your name officially Waffle? Who knows? Ben McCarthy saying good evening, everyone. Hi, Ben.
Oh. So I've
Are
just.
you going to say hello to Ben?
Hi, Ben.
I was waiting, but no, I mean, he's your husband, not mine.
I was totally distracted then. Absolutely distracted. So I've just cut it down. So I've cut it down. So I've got, that's going to be on my back piece of card. He's probably used to being ignored by now.
Aww.
So that's, no, he's not. I don't ignore him. Never.
Suzanne said she just looked up the clip of the child and the giraffe. Very, very funny.
So we're just going to glue and pop all this together. So because these dies are, they're roughly, about 3 inches, I've just made my card 5 inches high. I think anything higher than that, or too much higher than that, just doesn't quite look right. It's a nice sort of slimline this way card that you're going to be making with this. So then this is my middle piece. And straight away...
It looks so nice, doesn't it, in front of that?
As soon as you pop it over, it really starts to pop. And you saw how quick and simple that background was that I made. I know this is the one where I just layered a lot more ink up, but I didn't do anything more technical than just putting more ink down. So it's just having a little bit more time to put a little bit more ink down. Nothing hard about it. Let's just give that a good burnish.
Waffles is not Wendy's actual surname. I'm really sad to have to communicate to you all.
Oh. That would have been so cool though.
Would have, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So there we go. And then this one, because this was obviously the front that's folded forward or burnished forward, you get again, so you get that proper multi-level, multi-layer effect from it. So let's just, again, so just popping glue on this and that side.
I love the idea of it being like a double height.
Yeah, I just thought, again, just a little bit different to the normal ones. So if I stand it that way, you can see that it's a nice deep one. So, and then these, just there. So I ink a full background up and then I cut the sides off rather than inking 3 smaller pieces. It just makes it a bit simpler. And it means I'm not getting as many inky fingers everywhere. So just pop on that on there. Oh. And then that one on that side. So again, each of mine is sort of an inch depth. So this is 2 inches deep. You absolutely don't have to do it that big. Obviously, if you're wanting to send them and stuff, this is going to need to go in a box. So if you're wanting it to obviously be a bit narrower, just make each one 1/2 inch rather than 1 inch. But again, oh, keep moving that piece. Again, that's entirely up to you and sort of the look and the style that you're going for. And then these, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on them and I'm going to pop them underneath there, just in the back. And again, because this isn't going to fold flat, I can put them on with some foam pads. So again, I'm getting like an extra sort of 3rd dimension, 3rd height in there. Let's just pop that on there.
BJ says, good morning and happy Friday from Oysterville, Washington. A cloudy day at the beach. I'd rather, if it's cloudy, I'd rather be at the beach than anywhere else, I think. Cloudy or not, Michelle.
Yeah. Oh, I love being at the beach, I've got to admit.
Lauren says she thinks it's lovely that Ben tunes into your shows.
Do you know what? He's never missed one.
Never missed a single one?
No, not
Wow.
one. In fact, a little while ago, he actually messaged in and he was watching from the car wash.
Oh.
I know, you would think that he would, you know, get sick of hearing me and, you know, not tune in, but apparently not.
Aw, that's sweet.
It is. So again, so this one's on some foam. Now, I probably would have benefited from doing this before I'd put it all together, but it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to pop that there. And even stuck. Try again, Michelle. There we go. And then I think I'm going to put this one at the front. But again, I'm just going to bring in a little bit of this gilding wax. It just makes it stand out and pop from the background because it's all black.
Anyone else want to burst out into the Lion King at this point? Is it just me?
First thing I thought when I saw this one.
The Lion King is coming to Manchester this Christmas, so I've got to get to go and see it. I've never seen it before. I always sort of poo-pooed the idea of it. I don't know why, because it's just like, I thought it's just puppets, isn't it? But people have told me that I am severely missing out and I need to go, so I've decided I am going to go and see it.
Yeah.
I went to see Mrs. Doubtfire, the musical, last week.
Did you? What was
Michelle.
that
It's
like?
in Manchester at the moment. Oh my word, it was so good. So funny.
Let me just pop that one on there. So again, because I know that this isn't going to fold flat fit in an envelope, I can put as much depth and dimension with foam pads on it here as I want. And then I've just, so those sentiments, those stamp sentiments that we've got on the show today, I used the thank you one. And I've done exactly the same. I've used exactly the same colours just on this as I have here. And this is just going to go across the top. And again, it's going to go on some foam pads. I think it just lends itself to lots of height, lots of depth and dimension. Let's pop that off. So it's going to go right in the middle for me.
Yeah, the highlighting it with the gilding wax really just sets it off, like offsets it, doesn't it, from the layer behind, which is very clever.
Yeah, yeah, just that tiny little bit there. Perfect. And then I've just got a couple of my gems. That's just going to go there. And there. Pop them two there. There you go. So even though it's mainly all black, oh wait a minute, let me just get that out there. Just using that colour, the inking on the back.
Beautiful.
Really.
See you warm, see you warm. It makes me definitely want to burst out in song. Makes me want to book a holiday to Kenya immediately, Michelle. That's what it makes me want to do. Fred says, I did the whole song, Joe. I was waiting for you to join in. I'm sorry. I would love to sing along, but we would have to pay for the copyrights, I think. That's it. And you don't want to hear me sing, to be honest. You really, really do not. Let me take you back through then what you're getting in here. So all of these got that interchangeable element to them. That's the African Savannah, which is wonderful. You've got the rhino and the elephant there, the giraffe, the lion. I always get lions and tigers confused. I don't know why, I'm really quite bad at it. This one here is your country cottage. You see you've got the little cottage in there, the post box as well. This one is your tropical paradise. Love that. This would go really well with that paper pad we looked at earlier, wouldn't it, from the Violet Studios collection.
Yes.
If you've got that, this would be a great one to go for. If you want to go for any of the individuals of these, they are available for you over on the website. However, remember, you're not going to get that awesome saving. This is the wonderful Wonderland. You've also then got this one here, which is your fairy tale forest. It's got a bit of sort of a Disney princess vibe to it, hasn't it? And then this one here is your Fairy Glade as well, saving you £42 or $48, remember, brings it down to under £80, under $90. A great, great deal for you there on that. Lots of you going for that at the moment. Loads of love coming in for your last project there. Tess says, I love this background paper. I really love that, says Mary Pat. BJ says it's a beautiful card. Cheryl saying it is also really beautiful. We're going to look next at these. Now, I love these. I think these are so clever. It's a brilliant deal for you as well. So it is your... Are you having a giraffe? Honestly, it's in the price. Yeah, giraffe. I laugh. So basically, hang on a minute. So these are... Right, this is what you're paying for. This card, luxury cardstock in the gold. 30 sheets. Someone's stolen your matte mirror out there, I'm afraid, but you'll get 10 sheets of the glitter, 10 of the mirror. You'll also get 10 of the matte mirror there too. Now, then, when you buy that, which is an absolute essential, especially this time of the year with Christmas crafting, gold is brilliant for that. You will then get the dies for free, and they are worth $29.98 or $33.90. This is a bit wild, this deal, isn't it? It's amazing. So what you get is you get the matte, and then you've got 3 sentiments which layer over it, so you just lay them up inside. You get the ability to create that matte layer in there as well, and then the decorative element, and then the sentiment too. So you've got just for you, miss you, and thank you. And then you'll get this one here, which is a pretty, so that's a regal frame, pretty florals. Gives you congratulations, celebrate. Oh, hello, I dropped both of them, that was very good. And condolences as well. So that's amazing. No wonder that is so busy in the show this evening. Snap that one up, don't miss out on that. And saying tigers are the ones with the stripes as well. And also think about Joe Exotic, Tiger King, therefore you'll remember which one that is. Have you seen that show, Michelle?
I've not.
Oh,
no,
Michelle.
I've not
Honestly,
had the
it was the only thing that got me through lockdown 1, that show.
Worry.
It is.
I never watched it, never.
So, so good. You should definitely check it out. The second one, not so good, but still very much worth watching. Let's go back to the launch, shall we? Because it's very, very busy on this, as it has been throughout our launch day show and in the earlier wake-up call too. These are the kind of things that you can do and make things like your advent calendars if you want to, but it basically gives you this perforation line here, so you can actually create windows too. So you can see I've done it there, and that one, this one also we've opened up.
Is there any left?
Should we open another one just to demonstrate how it...
Just
one
to
more?
check.
Okay. Charlotte grasped me up and now she's telling me to open one. Liam's got it, it's fine. Look at that, a golden barrel, one of my absolute favourites, that one. I'll show you the boards, then we'll go back to Michelle because I want to eat that chocolate. So these are the ones that you're getting in there. So 3 different styles. You've also got 3 different sizes in each. You've got the curved, you've also got the rectangle, and you've got the square one in there as well. $29.99 or $34.95. 40% of these have gone. You're looking at under £24 or $28. Not the easiest to open, are they, roses? Oh, here we go, we're in, don't worry. I think we're going to go back to Michelle for a demo on this, which is perfectly timed. Back to you, Michelle.
Sorted. Right, oh, where's my die? Here it is. So we're going to use, while Joseph's eating his chocolates over there, we're going to use the rectangle door reveal. So again, in case you didn't see these earlier, you've got the tear here, open here, and the arrows, and then you've, like Joseph, sorry. It's because my eldest likes to be called Joseph, not Joe. Oh, I do get you both mixed up.
Keith is the only person that I work with that calls me Joseph.
Is it?
I don't know why. It was very aggressive, Charlotte. Sorry, I didn't quite hear that. Very high pitched. Apparently, Charlotte calls me Joseph a lot as well.
It's like a Sunday name for me. When someone calls you by your full name, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so I'm going to bring in my inks
I'm never in trouble though, so it wouldn't. I can't sympathise. I can empathise, Michelle, with you.
Right, so this is from the Hummingbirds. It's the Resist card that comes with it. So you've got quite a... It is the Hummingbird collection, isn't it? I've wrote it down somewhere and I can't find it.
Is it Hummingbird?
Well, someone will tell us. It's an 8 by 8
Let's go with yes, and then if we're wrong, someone will let us know.
Someone will correct us along the way. So I'm going to bring my piece of card in again, and I've got honey pot and fuchsia. That's my piece of tissue, and we're just going to ink it up. And this inks up amazingly. It really does. So don't really need to put a lot of pressure on when you're doing this. And the thing is, I wouldn't. You know, if you want a deeper colour, you just keep building the colour up, building your layers up, rather than go straight in really with a lot of pressure. You don't necessarily need to. You can see that I keep going over it and it's really going to make it pop. So I've gone like down three quarters of it, 2/3 of it in just the honey pot. And then I'm going to come in at the other side with the fuchsia. And again, I'm going to overlap it because I love that third colour that you get when you do that. And then it automatically...
It's like magic, isn't it?
It is. Automatically gives me that third colour without necessarily having to use a third ink. It's just, but the actual, I mean, we don't have an ink pad in that colour. I mean, we have an orange, but not this orange. This is such a, it's a cheeky peachy colour. It's just lovely. So there we go. And you can see how it just pops. It's those cards, those papers from that collection are just gorgeous. Right, so let's pop that out. Just pop that under there. And I'm going to bring this in. So I have got, where is it? I just want to check that I'm using the right size and the right piece, to be fair, because last time I cut my bits out instead of using the actual door. So I'm just going to cut this out. I'm just going to layer. No, I actually do. So this time I actually do want this piece. I want to cut it fully out. We'll get there.
I would also say, don't forget that Keith is coming up in about 25 minutes' time. All of Keith's stuff is still available over on the website, so head over there, hit the Shop of the Day button, you'll be able to see all of those Paper Dienamics items that are coming up in about half an hour's time. So don't miss out on that. If you've got any questions about this or anything else in the show, you can, of course, get them into me, as you always can. Crafters TV if you're on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're over on YouTube.
These door reveal dies actually would look nice on those bags.
Yeah.
You could have that little reveal at the front, a little sneaky peek as to what's actually in there.
Great idea.
Because we all like a sneaky peek, especially if it's a Christmas present. Right,
They're massive, aren't they, these handbags?
They are. They're a real good size. I love them. So I've got a piece of chocolate Centura Pearl, and I've cut that out with the larger matte piece. Let me just pop these back on. So again, you know, mixing and matching all these together. Let's pop that there. So that is my, let me bring it all in so I can make sense of it. So this is going to be my box lid. and we're going to pop some brown down. So let's get that glued on first. So I've got all sorts of little bits cut out next to me, and I'll obviously go through them as I'm sticking them on. So
Keith the Chaos Kid, says Fred. Is Joe going to eat another one, says Shannon. Probably, yeah. I mean, if we feature them on tomorrow's shows, 100% yes.
I'm pretty sure there'll be none left in there, though, by tomorrow.
Charlotte, stop telling me to open them and then telling me I'm going to get told off. I'm getting very mixed messages from you about this.
Right, so I've already inked one of these pieces up, and it's already die cut out. So that is going to go on there. But before that goes on there, I've got this beautiful close-up of me.
Oh, I love
Never
that.
ask someone else to print a picture out for you, because they always do, like you were saying earlier.
Who did you ask to print this for you?
Someone in the office.
Oh, right.
I'm not sure. I just went in and asked if someone could do it, and they said yes. So, no, it was probably Nicola, because she's the cheekiest, isn't she?
Yeah.
So that's my...
Did the picture, was it not as zoomed in as that?
It wasn't, no.
Right.
But, you know, that'll do. Nice close-up of me. What more could a person want?
Absolutely.
But I've got a close-up of Oliver as well, so absolutely perfect.
Oh, Christine Mahoney said, hello again, it's Dragonfly Joe. I thought she meant my name was now Dragonfly Joe. I thought maybe that's because it signified new beginnings, I don't know. But Christine said that paper pad is from Dragonfly Collections. I get it now.
Yes.
Thank you, Christine.
I thought it was. But we have lots of paper pads. Do you know what? My kids don't get called the right names. So, you know.
I thought you were going to say you've started calling them paper pad names.
Oh, if my kids don't get called the right name, you know, some of our paper pads are definitely going to get called the wrong name for sure. So I've got my brown on the bottom. I've got my lovely photo. I've cut a piece of the chocolate brown, the same size, but I've used the big die. So I think this might be what you was asking earlier, Joe, if I could use the one underneath. So I've taken the biggest one, and I've just cut that aperture out of the middle.
Right.
And we're going to layer that over there. And then my actual...
It does look quite funny now you've put the mat over it.
It does, doesn't it? So this reveal is going to...
I think she's been having a laugh with you, Nicola.
Oh, do you know what? I'm stood here looking at this close-up of myself. I'm giving myself nightmares. No one needs to see themselves that close up. So we're going to pop that over there.
The worst thing is, another channel where I used to work, you'd eat something and people would get an extreme close-up of you eating. Michelle, it's the worst thing ever. Like a full close-up, it happened again recently, of me eating. I just think, imagine that on a 50-inch telly. My face chomping away. Not nice.
Right, so that is going to be my reveal piece, but as it opens, it's going to say, sending you a little something. So we're just going to tape that onto the inside of this, rather than actually onto that piece there. So let's just get that glued. And again, I've just cut a piece again from the same card that I was using there. So let's pop that on there. And again, when you're taping or gluing this down, make sure glue up to that as close as you can, obviously without going over onto your door. I think for this one, I'm just going to use the tape pen. So you need to make sure that your door is going to open. And then let's get that layered over.
Fabulous.
Pop that on there.
Christine says, Joe, I've missed you. I miss you as well, Christine. And Michelle, you are beautiful, she says.
Oh, thank you very much.
Your hair's got very long, Michelle.
It has. It needs...
yeah, I like it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's definitely in need of a cut, I think. I'm looking for the tape pen. So again, so you can see that I've used two totally different patterns. So when I lay that on top, it was going to stand out more than if I'd used the same pattern piece of card. Let's just, again, so just get this glued together. So what I've actually done with this piece, instead of putting that smaller one on that I cut out, which I felt was too small, I've cut, so I've used the bigger one, and I've cut it out in the chocolate, and I've cut it out in that one. And all I've done is I've just taken a sliver with my scissors, I've gone round the pattern bit and just cut it that little bit smaller. And very carefully, I went round there and cut that.
Trinkle's Garden and Home Life, I don't think that's their Christian name, says it is a nice photo. Oh, and she goes up, Michelle, from Irene in Georgia. I'd love to know how you got Trinkle's Garden and Home Life as a username, Irene. It's very unusual.
I like that though.
Cheryl says, y'all have made being homesick so entertaining. I usually watch the replays later in the evening, but there is something extra to getting to watch and interact live. Well, I'm glad you could make it, Cheryl. Amy says, these stamps and dies are so versatile for many different types of projects. Thank you, Michelle. And Deborah says, Joe, it's almost our birthday. It is. Do you know what? I'd actually completely forgotten that it is my birthday in 10 days.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think because I'm planning to celebrate it on the 14th of October. Because the way my shifts fall, I've not got a weekend day off.
Oh, okay.
Until the 14th. So I was going to celebrate on the 14th of October. So I've really kind of forgotten about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't forgot about mine. I
I'm
reminded
getting to the
everyone.
age where I keep forgetting about them. When is yours, Michelle?
No, mine was last week.
Last week?
Yeah, last Friday.
And you forgot about it?
I didn't know. I made sure no one did as well.
Right, okay.
I posted on my page on the 1st of September. It's a post I put every year because it just makes me chuckle that I'm accepting gifts and lunches and, you know, days out for all month.
Okay.
So everyone on the 1st of September wished me a happy birthday month. So
Beautiful.
I made sure that everyone knew. Do you know what? I don't like anyone to miss my birthday. I like them all to be as excited about it as me. And I'm not even bothered that I've just turned 31.
No.
No. Well, 32. I might be, you know, exaggerating a little. No, I'm officially really old, Joe.
Are you?
I'm 45 now.
Oh, you don't look it.
Oh, thanks. I'll pay you later.
I'm 36 this month, and I'm sort of getting unhappy about the years. You know, and you get like, you're all right, aren't you? Until, I reckon once you get to 35, then the novelty sort of starts to wear off a bit.
Yeah, but you see, for me, so my mum, I mean, I joke about this as well, and it sounds awful, but my mum passed a week before my 40th.
Right.
But I also have a couple of cousins who died. So it's Becky and Darren. They unfortunately had a childhood cancer. So they was like about 13 and 15 when they passed. So for me, I view it very much different. I'm like, every extra year that I'm here is
it's to be celebrated.
A celebration.
Yeah, that's a really good way of flipping it around, actually.
There we go. So I'm just going to pop a little bow there. And then, so that is it. So if I bring in, oh, where's my base? So I do have my base. So let me just pop that on. So this is, so if I bring in the one that I did before, and I've done it again, look, I forgot to put my ribbon across before I glued it down. But so if I just open it up, you've got my lovely face with sending you a little something. So you, again, so I know I'm showing you that you can put a photo in there, but you can absolutely be popping anything in there behind that lovely sentiment. And then just bringing in, again, all your other collections. So these beautiful papers from that hummingbird. I love them.
It's glorious, absolutely glorious. It really, really is. Let me run you back through then the different shapes that you're getting in there. So you get 3 sizes in each of these. So you're going to get the curve, you're also going to get the rectangle, And you're going to get the square as well, $29.99 and $34.95. Gets you all of them. Under £24 or $28 if you are a Platinum member. Right, we are going to move on. We're going to have a little look at this. We are keeping on the interchangeable theme, and we're going to have a little look at the craft kit. Now, they're such sensational value for money with these craft kits. Also, remember, you get video tutorials to support these alongside them over at crafterscompanionbox.com. So make sure you go over there and have a little look at that. And this one in particular has over 200 elements. So brilliant, maybe if you're looking at the interchangeables, but you're a little bit unsure about them, this would be a great way to dip your toe in. And you get absolutely loads in there. $19.99 and $19.96 if you are across the pond, under £16 wherever you are shopping. They are such great value, these, Michelle, aren't they?
They are. I love these craft kits. Yet again, they're brilliant value. You've got everything in there that you need for the project or for what it is that it says. So this is your interchangeable scene dies. But so if you don't want, or if you haven't had our interchangeable scene dies and you want to have like a little dabble, for want of a better word, these are perfect. So you've got everything in there. And then if you're going to love these, you're going to love the bigger collection. But also the good thing is it's totally different what's in here. So, you know, the scenes that you're going to get on this are different to the bigger ones. So you're not going to be, there's no crossover, you're not getting the same between this and the collection if you go for it. So shall I do a bit of an unboxing? So
yes, please.
Right, so it makes a minimum, I mean, it tells you 18 cards and they're all a 5x5 size. And again, it's like opening an early Christmas present. You've got that lovely tissue. And again, don't be throwing that away. You're going to be able to use that for wrapping presents, anything like that. So you've got your stamps. You've got lots of lovely sentiments in there with thanks, I miss you, just a little something. You are loved. So again, just nice sentiments that you're going to be able to use all the time. And these are your interchangeable scenes. So you've got 1, 2, 3. And again, like you just saw me using the bigger one before, you can mix and match these 3 together. You know, obviously you're going to flip that one over, but you know, so again, you've got that possibility for lots of different layers that are both all going to be quite different. You've got a lovely snake there. Which isn't a snake, it's actually the smoke from the chimney, isn't it? But when I first opened it and I was like, why is there a snake? But obviously it's not a snake. And then you've got the lamppost and the cloud and the trees. And then so you've got your 18 cards again. So these are all a 5x5 size. You've got these boosters. These are my favourite, our dewdrops. They're just lovely. You're gonna, I mean, you can colour the base of these, so you can be changing the colour of them if you wanted to, but definitely my favourite, these dewdrops. And then your ribbon. As always, you've got 3 different colours in 3 different widths, and it's a lovely nice satin one in this. And what I love about this kit is, you saw me inking up my background before, but if you're not brilliant at that, or you're not sure, or you just want something that's already done, you've got these inky backgrounds already made for you. I love that one. That one reminds me of the beach.
Debbie's trying to get me married off. She says, Joe, for your wedding, have Debbie Robinson do the decorations so that you've got shiny. Craig in charge of the party favours. He can do the foil press with Aurora Borealis and disco ball foils. I love that. Was this the wedding where I married myself?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you knew something I didn't for a moment there.
Yeah, because me and Charlotte,
Debbie, I think that's a brilliant idea, don't you?
Bridesmaids. I think that's a great idea. Perfect. Should we have another look? Shall I show you the rest of the box?
Yes, please.
So again, so these backgrounds, absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that one. So you can absolutely do these with your inks and your paints, things like that. But if you're not, I mean, I don't know if I'd give some of these a try. But, you know, that's the whole point. You know, this is what the box is there for. It's giving you those different options. It's giving you more options. And then, again, you've always got lots of beautiful coloured cards. And the great thing, again, about the box is everything's going to match. Everything goes together, because the whole point of it being in this box is that, you know, you can pop it all together and everything's going to look brilliant.
They're amazing, amazing value, aren't they? I think that's the thing with them. Because we say they should be £25 or $25, but that's not really the true cost of the box, is it?
No.
You're going to get roughly sort of £50 or $50 worth of products in here. Fred says, Joe, I have a pair of cowboy boots that are older than you. That's hilarious. It really is. Right, we're going to give you an opportunity to check out your basket. It's going to be with Keith on the other side of this. So whilst we do all of that and you do all of that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
He's here, the man of the moment. He's back in the building. How are you?
Yes, well, all the viewers, I'm sure, have had a lie down in between all
They
of that
have.
mayhem.
They're rested. They said they needed to lay down after the last hour when we were here together, so no doubt they're rested and ready to go. It has been a very, very busy day.
I know how they feel. I know how they feel. I have to go to the car, recline the seats, you know, put my head back. You know,
he says he isn't napping out there in the car, and I went out and he was fast asleep. So I, Mrs. Smith, if you're watching,
It's an age
he says
thing,
he
you know,
is
it's an age
working
thing.
between shows. I don't think he is. Working on catching some Zs.
Oh, you get it.
Right, so we are going to move on. We have had some sellouts. I'll tell you about those. The A4 Shabby Chic's gone.
Oh, right.
Gone. Congratulations,
Good,
if you got
good,
your
good.
hand on
Yeah.
that. It's sold out and gone,
Congratulations.
and lots of the other bits and bobs we've got are all moving in that same direction.
Yes.
It's very busy across everything you've seen. This is your last chance. It's your last live hour with Keith today to get your hands on lots of these items, so do not miss out on them. We're going to look at what I think has been the star of the day so far, one of the absolute busiest items that we've got, and it is these, the Glam bags.
Yeah,
so
the
if you
Glam
want to get your
bags.
hands on these, it's your last live hour to grab them, so don't miss out on them.
No, miss out or lose out, Joe. That would be the wording, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah.
Look, these are our Glam bags. Aren't they just beautiful? They're dimensional, they are craftable, they are great fun, and of course, they're great to put gifts in, which is what we all love to do, don't we? Like to give a gift. So this is going to make any gift giving unbelievably more popular than maybe just giving a bottle of perfume or a bottle of spirits or a hat and scarf or whatever. This is really going to absolutely take you on a wonder. People are going to be so appreciative. They're going to say, where did you get these Glam bags from? Joe, there are 16 that you can make in the bundle. That's, you know,
wow.
Fantastic, isn't it, really? And the thing is that you can make them all different from each other. So, for instance, we're going to give you them in the gold finish, which is that one there. We're going to give you them in the hologram finish as well. But look, this one we've actually embossed. Can you see how that's been beautifully embossed? So that's what I mean by it's craftable. You don't have to use them just as they are in their plain set. You can actually use them and apply other processes to them. We've got the ones here that we've called the Parisian look. I'd have said microwavable myself, but anyway, it's Parisian look.
Is it microwavable?
Listen, honestly, it's a funny story,
right.
because as
Michelle, could you go and pop? I've got something. Go and get my lunch for tomorrow out there. Pop it. No, I'm joking. Can you imagine? Right, so what's for dinner? Oh, hang on. What's for dinner? Can you imagine? Oh, right, it's in here, darling. There you go.
It's in here, darling.
Just shuffle it, shake it out of there. Last Chinese.
In all seriousness, for those that know me and for those who don't, you'll get to know me. This is all about basically. I'm always shopping around for something a little bit different, and a friend of mine said to me, Keith, he said, I've got this board, I don't know where to go with it. Now, you imagine, can we just zoom straight into the square without actually then seeing the bag? Can we just literally go straight into the square? You imagine that as a big sheet of card and say, right, what are we going to do with it? What are we going to do with that? It's like, there it is. What are we going to do with it? And I said, we're going to make that into Glam bags. But this material has come from the packaging industry, and this would ordinarily be the lining of your microwavable chips. Right. Or other food items. But Smithy decided, I think that would make a really nice Glam bag, as it were, really. So, yeah, we've used that. But it's very Parisian, as was discussed this morning.
They love microwave chips in Paris, apparently, yeah.
But look what happens when you microwave your chips into something like that, then, Joe. I mean, that is just beautiful, isn't it, really?
Really gorgeous.
I mean, all joking aside, it's all about being able to give it the look and the different feels. Look at this one that we've got here, where we've got the little studs on the bottom there, the pearl studs on the bottom. We've made it into a lovely little bag, and we've got a top opening. We've actually put a top opening in this one. So, again, very, very craftable. And we were saying earlier on about those dies that you had on the shows earlier, how you could use those to create those magic little windows and things for your aperture. So you've got so many different styles, Joe, on here that you can do. Here's another one, look, again, done with the microwavable chip bag. Look at the big bows on there. That's not part of the collection, but it just shows that you can add extra things to the set to give it a completely different look. And if you wanted to go really different and give things a different look, how about this one where we've turned it into a house bag? Isn't that cool? That is brilliant. Thinking outside of the box. It is fantastic. Now, let's show you.
So how many bags are we making then, Keith?
Well, we can make 16, Joe.
Amazing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I've got more bags than the leading department stores, but there you go. And the other thing, think about where could you sell these to? Who would actually want to have these? What about kids' parties?
Perfect.
What about hen parties?
Oh, yes. It'd be great for hen parties.
I could also think about maybe stag do's as well. Some stag do's.
I could see girls dancing around this on a night
well, for sure. But you're going to be able to make 16.
You're not allowed to dance on your handbag anymore.
Are you not?
No.
Really?
It's banned, I don't know.
Really?
It seems like a very sensible thing to do. You can see it. No one's going to steal it. You don't have to carry it.
Health and safety gone mad, is it really? And all dancing around your handbags.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me. Some people. Well, look, listen, these are the 4 different styles of the bags that you get. Now, you get 4 of each. 4, 8, 12, 16 with the microwavable bag. 16 Perusian. Beautiful grey.
Perusian?
A lovely greyish colour. Stay with me, Joe. Stay with me. It'll get more humorous as the afternoon goes on. Listen, if you've just joined us, welcome. Where have you been?
Where have you been? He's been here all day.
I've been here all day.
This is his 3rd instalment. That's why he's getting giddy.
Crack of dawn. I've been here. I was here at 8:30 this morning, UK time. Yeah.
Wowzers, trousers. You were keen.
Oh well, I had high executive meetings. You know.
Did you?
Oh, they took me to the top floor, and not even up and on the lift. I had to walk up the stairs.
There are only 2 floors for those that don't know. So he means the floor above ground, but yeah.
I still had to walk up the stairs. Listen, so you're going to get 16 bags. Now, to go with the 16 bags, what do you need? You need 16 lots of accessories, and these are the accessories, Joe, in the coordinating finishes. So you're going to get the Perusian grey look.
Do you mean Parisian?
Aye, him, yes. I'm from Yorkshire, you know.
You are.
Perusian,
Perusian.
You know. I mean, I could have told you where Huddersfield was because I have a HD postcode.
Do you?
I have a Huddersfield postcode.
Yeah.
I only live down the road from Huddersfield.
Yeah.
I live in a place called Brighouse.
Oh.
Yeah, I am. Where the posh end is from Huddersfield.
Is
no,
it?
only
Is it the
kidding.
posh bit?
No, it's that. No. I tell you a funny story, really. I'll tell you how posh my area is.
Mm-hmm.
My late father, bless him, he'll be up there looking down at me now. My late father once went out to some friends and parked his car outside of the house. And the following morning, he came up. He'd had a few to drink. I mean, but he stayed at his friend's. He didn't drink and drive. Stayed at his friend's house, slept overnight, and he got up the following morning, a little bit worse for wear, but he was fine. He was sober. He was ready to go, but he was tired. So he went out and got in the car, set the car, put it into gear, and let the clutch out, and nothing happened. And he couldn't understand it. He did that several times. Couldn't understand it. Got out the car to find all four wheels had been nicked. And it was stood on bricks. Not saying it was rough where we live, but there you go.
There you go.
So look, we're going to get the four different...
You'll not get a job at the West Yorkshire Tourist Board,
It's a true story.
Is it? Is it a true story?
It is a true story, seriously, yeah.
Wow.
However, things have improved since then. Yeah, things have improved since then. I've moved into the area. I've lifted the tone. And speaking of tone, look at this. You get all four of these. So 16 sheets of accessories and handles, 16 of those. And look, boys and girls, if you've never made a bag before, we're also going to give you an inspirational sheet, which you can copy. We're happy for you to copy that. But you've also got the step-by-step instructions,
Brilliant.
Joe. So they're easy to do. Honestly, I'm going to show you how to make one of these shortly, very, very shortly. We're going to make one up and we'll show you how to do them if you've never done before. But how cool...
A lot of people are multi-ordering on these, Keith. I need to let you know. We'll just go back to the details on those. Sorry, if you want to go for them, $29.99, $43.99. Platinum members are under £24, just over $35. Very busy. Your last live hour to get your hands on these. So make sure you're snapping them out. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're sending me home. But there you go. Joe, there we go. That's the bags.
That is those.
The bags.
Where
are we going to go next?
Move on and look at the pillow box bags is where we are going to.
We're going to go to the little bags.
Next. Any questions you've got about anything from Paper Dienamics, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. I'm looking forward to seeing these bags that were on earlier. What is he doing? That were previewed on Instagram today. There we are.
I couldn't carry all of the bags over because there's too many of them. There's too many of these little bags.
You could definitely put those reveal windows in the back of these, couldn't you?
I mean, you imagine, gentlemen, I hope you're watching, because you could actually make these lovely little miniature pillow box bags. Put your good lady or your... whoever's your best friend, you could get a credit card, put a credit card inside and give them
not one that's got a massive bill on it.
No.
So they give it to someone.
No,
There you go.
more with some credit on there.
Some credit.
Some credit on there. But you could actually, listen, it doesn't have to be a credit card. It could be a gift token. It could be anything that you want it to be. But just look how beautiful these little miniature bags are. And of course, these work perfectly with the big bags. There's a little bag. There's a big bag. Look, you can see the difference in the size. But do you know what? One fits inside the other. Oh, yes, it does. There's an optical illusion for you. Look, one fits inside the other. So having both size bags is brilliant because that could almost be your purse, couldn't it?
You really could. I don't think it's an optical illusion if you just hold one behind the other, Keith, but I like where you're going with that. Now, how many can we make in this collection?
I thought that was magic.
Listen, look, an optical illusion. I'm going to put one card behind the other. How many?
You've got talent as well. Look,
how many can we make?
You can make 20 of these, Joseph. 20. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make 20 of these. Look, you're going to get them all like this. This is how they're going to come to you. In fact, so you're going to be able to make 5 of the satin finish. 5 of the silver finish with the lovely pearl stones and diamond stones in there. 5 of the bright gold finish, which coordinates lovely with the big bags, the Glam bags, and 5 of the crystal holographic as well.
Brilliant.
So 5, 10, 15, 20 bags, along with, Joe, 10 sheets of the accessories. Now, can I just show you these? Because these are slightly different from the accessories in the original collection.
Brilliant.
So you've got 2 different styles of accessories. If you buy both collections, you're going really be able to mix and match, because these flaps and straps and all of the accessories, the buckles, the flowers, the butterflies, will all work on the Glam bags as well as on the mini bags. And because you've got 10 sheets of these, you're going to have more stuff left over to be able to accessorize and play around with other elements as well. You're going to get all of these included in that set. And of course, look at that price on your screen, Joe, for 20.
Isn't it? Yeah,
for 20.
So that means then they are, how much each? So about 80p
80
each.
pence,
Is that
yeah,
right?
give or take, they're
80p.
about 80 pence.
Amazing value. If you're a platinum member, about 70p each. 13.59 or 19.59. Lots of you might be ordering on those as well. Rosa's saying hello.
Who's saying hello?
Rosa von Changler.
Oh,
what,
yes.
What a name.
Oh, really?
Rosa
I love that. That's lovely.
Rosa von Changler.
I wonder if she's in relation to the Von Trapps.
No, I don't think
don't think so?
Because she's called Von Changler, not Von Trapp. Hello from California, she says. Do you want to go
I
for
didn't
those?
say that she was a Von Chandler. I just said I wonder if she knows the Von Trapps.
Well, I doubt it, because she's called Von Changler and she lives on the other side of the world to the Von Trapps. But she might do. Rosa, do you know the Von Trapps? Let me know. And Karen is in as well. Not the current Mrs. Smith, from Playa del Rey in California. Oh, it sounds luxury.
Oh, I love California. I love California.
You?
Yeah.
I've never been to California.
Have you ever been to California?
Have you?
I've seen it. I've flown over it. Yeah, I've flown over it. I've been to Anaheim. That's in California.
Ah, yeah.
I've been there.
They used to have the big trade show there, didn't they?
That's where the big trade show is. I saw the airport, I saw some roads, I saw a big massive convention centre, I saw the hotel, I saw some pubs and bars and places to eat.
Right.
Didn't see anything of interest.
Didn't see anything of interest.
No, but never mind.
Sure
there's
the
always
bars
next
and the
time.
restaurants were lovely.
Well, they were lovely, yes.
Tess is saying all the bags are so cute in the show. They really are. We're going to move on. We're going to look at
What are we looking at?
Flowers and snowflakes. That is what we are looking at next.
Oh, flowers and snowflakes.
There's flowers and snowflakes.
Oh, right, that's the wrong one, Joseph. That's the wrong
should we look
one.
at the other one? Should we look at flowers and butterflies?
No, I've got them.
No, he's got it all under control.
I've got it all under control, Joe, because you know we're moving. We're like the feature film Fast and Furious.
Right.
We're doing exactly that. We're Fast and Furious.
Why do you think we like the Fast and Furious? Because I've seen that movie franchise and I wouldn't say it's anything like that. But if you think it is, I'm happy to go with it.
Well, I'd like to think up here. I think I'm fast and you're furious. So
I'm built for comfort, not for speed.
Well,
honestly.
this is very true. Yeah, this is real. Yeah, my body.
You're
wasn't
not meant to agree.
My body wasn't designed for running either. Really,
No.
you know. I mean, I see these people doing all of their running and they're keeping fit, and I think I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm just not with you.
Yeah, mentally.
Mentally,
that's
that's the one. Right. Look. So what we've got is snowflakes, and flowers. Snowflakes and flowers. These are fabulous. You're going to get 6 sheets of flowers, 6 sheets of snowflakes. What's he talking about? Well, look, these are literally flowers. You can see the one that's been popped out the sheet there. These are literally flowers. When you actually pop them all out the sheet, they look like that. There you go. And don't forget, you've then got the carrier sheet, which I think makes a great little bit of a stencil, really. You could spray on that, couldn't you? You could get all of your inks out and you could spray on that, spritz it, whatever. But look, you're going to get those flowers, and this, Joe, is what it makes. Look, when they've been popped out, there's one that we've popped out of the sheet there. That's one of them they've popped out of the sheet. But look what happens when you layer them up. You can actually go up 6 tiers. Now, that's more than I went up this morning. I only went up 2. But you could go up 6 tiers to really make dimensional flowers. How beautiful is that, of layering that up? Really cool. That's going to look amazing on your Glam bags. It's going to look amazing on your cards. There's a lot that you can do with it. And I'm going to show you some examples in a minute or two of things that have been made. Now, to go with those, Joe, we're also going to give you 6 sheets of the snowflake. What's he talking about, snowflakes? These are amazing. I'm not going to pop them out again because we did it earlier, didn't we?
We did
it during rehearsals.
You gave it a massage,
let me give you that one there, because they're all 3 shapes are completely different.
Love hearts on them.
Yes, they've got love hearts on them, Joe. Yeah,
hearts. You wouldn't notice, would you?
No, you would
not
know. But then, Joe, look at these. Look, all beautiful. Put it behind you. Put it behind you.
There you go.
One of us has to be dressed in black, you know. There we go. We can see now where we're getting. That's a good magic trick. So you're going to get all of these little snow. Look how they glisten and shine. This is going to be. Oh, you've got the third one there. Look. Oh, this is like a little Muppet show, isn't it? Really?
Like a really boring Muppet show, but yeah, it is.
But you get 6
We're the 2 old men in the balcony. That's who we are.
18 different snowflakes, Joe, in there. And then you've still got the carrier sheet that you could use as stencil or colour them in. However, look what they look like when you actually mount them onto a project. And we're going to show you some more of these in a little while, because look how they look. They look glorious when they've been
Beautiful, aren't
mounted onto your projects. I've actually got a bag somewhere with snowflakes on the bag as well. I just can't see it off the top of my head, but believe me, I've got a snowflake bag that equally looks great. But don't they look fantastic? Beautiful. There's a little accent on there. You can layer them up, as this one is here. This has beautifully been layered up to give you the tiered effect. And the people are going to be really saying to you, how did you do that? Which dye did you use to do that?
Absolutely.
And so, well, I didn't use a dye. I actually bought these from Crafters TV. And look at the price on your screen, because
Amazing,
you've got
again.
12 sheets, Joe. They are fantastic value.
$6.29, $8.99 if you want to get them. $5.03 or $7.19 as a platinum member. So we've got those ones, and then we've also got butterflies and flowers.
We've got butterflies and flowers. I'll take those from you, Joe, for a moment. Now, we've also got the butterflies and the flowers as well. Now, these are different. They're a different style, different finish, different look, but they are brilliant. Look at these. We're going to give you 6 sheets, Joe, of the flowers and 6 sheets of the butterflies. Let me just put the butterflies there for a moment, because I didn't stick that one back on, Joe. It came off and I didn't stick it back on. I need to... I just licked it. Oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. Sometimes it works. But anyway, look, the flowers are fabulous, because when you've popped them out the page like that, some of them are completely die cut, but some of them have got this little split in there. Don't send them back as being faulty, please. Do not. Because what they're designed for is for you to overlay there, and you can see as I'm moving it around, and then you then glue that together like that, and it creates the cone. And you then put one cone inside the next cone, so you're then going up to 2 tiers, and then you can then add the 3rd tier into there, and you can make them different shapes as well, so you can make them dimensional however you want. But if you want to get really, really posh, when you've done them, they will look something like that on here. Isn't that fantastic? And it's dimensional crafting, Joe. I mean, it really is beautiful, and the finish that's given to that little bag is just amazing, isn't it, really? And then, Joe, if you want, you can actually colour them. You can use your Stays on inks and colorise them. So again, look how we've done that one there. Isn't that beautiful? So there's a before and there's an after of after we've used our Stays on ink. You can actually colour these, but they still retain the holographic look, which is made up of the little love hearts.
You went a bit Lancashire there.
A little bit of the love heart. Now, I'm also going to show you where's it gone?
Another great price on these as well for you. Again, 12 sheets here, $7.19 or $8.49.
I'm going to show you this because this is beautiful. This has been made again using the flowers. Things. One actually fell off. I'll have to glue it back on again. But we just put a little pearl in there. It's like a little oyster, isn't it? Really. Where are we going to go? Inside there. Bernie the Bolt. There you go. Inside there.
Bernie the Bolt. What's that got to do with it?
Do you not remember that?
No.
Oh no, you're too young, really. For
What's
those.
Bernie the Bolt?
It's a program called The Golden Shot.
Right.
Yeah, well, take too long to
I feel
explain.
like we need to know now, Keith.
Bernie the Bolt. We used to say Bernie the Bolt. It was with Bob Monkhouse and a little shooting thing with a crossbow, and you were doing it blindfolded, and you had to shoot, and you had to go through a cord that was hanging down, and if you cut through the cord and it dropped down, you won big. You won big money.
Was his name Bernie Bolt?
No. Well, the guy that was doing the calling was called Bernie the Bolt. Yeah.
Okay.
And Bob Monkhouse was the companion. However, I'm rabbling on. There you go. They're in colours. Them is the that's the flowers. Shall we show you the butterflies?
Yes, let's have a look at those.
Because the butterflies are equally as well. Look at these. 4 different sizes of butterflies. How fabulous is it to tier those up 4 times to give that dimensional crafting? And again, using your Stays on ink, look how beautiful that they will look, Joe, when you've coloured them as well. So a before and after in a natural hologram finish, or using your Stays on ink, you can colour them whatever colour you like. You can make your butterflies tropical if you wanted to do so. Ooh. But look then of where you can go with that, Joe. If I show you this one here, this is using the flowers and the butterflies. Bearing in mind, you get both in the bundle.
Yep.
That is, how amazing is that as a piece of decor? What a lovely gift idea with the flowers and the butterfly in the centre there. How cool is that? From a lovely gift, not a card, but a lovely gift card that you can make that is beautiful. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah,
Are you impressed with
taxidermy, craftidermy.
Craftidermy, we've got the craftidermy on there.
Craftidermy sounds like a bit like a, it does sound like a bit like an infection, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
You know.
I'll try and get a cream. I'll try and get a cream for it,
You can
really.
get a shampoo for that, I think.
Well, look at this one. This has been done by Colette. The other one was done by Andrea, who's done an amazing job. Colette just used 4 of the butterflies, put it in this lovely wooden frame, and made the most amazing gift. And everybody, let me tell you, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, everybody who's seen this has said, can I buy that? How do I get hold of one? And it's just been made as easy as that. Little bit of matting and layering, put the butterflies in. How stunning does that look? And you can make this at home with an inexpensive frame to be, and you can make and sell, Joe.
Oh,
you know, we
awesome.
are happy for you to make and sell. We want you to make and sell. We want you to be able, a lot of people make cards and accessories for charities, you know.
Yes.
Why not?
Why not do that? Absolutely. And
Are
a
they
price
brilliant?
here, $7.19 or $8.49 if you want to get your hands on that one. We are going to look next, Keith. I do believe,
Yes.
I do declare, at
What?
the 48-piece card making kit, because it has been so busy
48
on this.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
You're just testing me now as to what they are. But
You get 48 pieces in here, so it's going to allow you to make 16 cards. That's right, isn't it? 16 cards.
Joe, 16,
with
Joe.
the card blanks
But-
and the envelopes,
But
which is excellent.
no, sir, not just any cards.
Oh,
Not
no.
just any cards, sir. No, this is going to allow you to make the most amazing different cards. Now, what I decided to do is I decided to make this an all-inclusive collection for those of you who want to basically have a collection that will make a lovely bag. Here's what you're actually going to get. This is what we call a two-tone effect on here. And you can see quite cleverly that we've actually done the die cut and the flowers down on the bottom. So again, we've got those lovely flowers on the bottom in the colours. But you're going to get 8 different colours. But look how this is just going to pop out the page, including the centre bit is going to come out the bag as well. Already pre-die cut for you. It makes these wonderful bags. And then you've got the accessory flowers down at the bottom of those. But you're going to get that in 8 different colours, Joe.
Nice.
So you're going to get the red, 2 of the red. You're going to get 2 of the bronze. We're going to get 2 of the red holographic, and here's one that's actually popped out the page for us. So there we go. I'm a bag man. Look how cool they look, you know, completely. Yeah, so you're going to get those as well. And then you're going to get the gold look in here as well. 8 different colours. What about the green? How drama with the green in that. And of course you can mix and match, and of course you've got the lovely rose gold colour as well. And you get the green holographic as well. So something in there, maybe a little bit festivities or St. Patrick's Day, whatever. However, to go with those, Joe, there are 16 bags in
Brilliant.
8 colours, 2 of each. 16, what about giving you 8 of the A5 cards?
Nice.
Feel the quality of them, Joe. Fabulous.
Ooh, lovely.
Really, really nice.
It's almost got, yeah, it's got a bit of a sort of almost watercolour feel,
Watercolour feel
isn't
to
it?
it. Exactly, Joe, yeah. We're going to give you 8 of these. Big, lovely big cards to go with that. 8 of them. They're there, look. We're also going to give you 8 of the square cards. Roughly 7 inches by 7 inches, so that they all work with that as well. And Joe, then to go with that, of course, you have to have the envelopes. So you've got the corresponding envelopes. There's the C5 envelopes to go with those, and those are the square envelopes to go with those. That's 48 pieces in the entire bundle, Joe. But the exciting bit is not what it is, but what it makes. And what it makes is amazing, amazing. Let me tell you that. I just repeated that. What it makes, because look at these. This is using the flowers and the bag, just matting and layering up onto the card itself. Look how beautiful that is. A little bit of matte and layering behind there to the one I love. It looks stunning, doesn't it? You can make this at home. Honestly, everybody will be able to make this at home. Here's one that's been done on the A5 card. Again, the flowers. Look how the flowers have laid up and been shaped and manipulated to work with the bags just on there. Isn't that fantastic? So you're going to use those. Then you can emboss them as well, Joe. Look at the gold one where it's been embossed. I think that is just a stunning, stunning card. I really do. It's beautiful. Very posh.
Very posh.
Very posh. Then we've got the rose, and this has been embossed as well. Look how beautiful that's been embossed. And then you've got the little butterflies in the centre there. These are really classy little bag cards. And then, of course, we've really gone to town with the hologram, the drama of the holographic working on there as well. And then just to show you a different kind of look, Joe, look here, we've got the bag that's going to do everything. Again, snowflakes on the front. Look at the snowflakes on the front. But this one, we've made into a little bit of a concertina bag. Look, there you go. So in here, you could put a gift card, you could put money, you could put whatever you want into there, but it's a lovely little gift idea for any recipient. And of course, you get the envelope to go with that as well, so it's ready to go. And of course, it folds very, very flat indeed. And finally, Joe, speaking of gift cards, credit cards and all that sort of thing, here we've cut one, because you get 2 of the same, you can mat and layer one on top of the other. We've cut the top layer in half, and inside you could actually mount yourself a gift or a credit card in there as well. So again, so many different card making opportunities that will work and give you brilliant, brilliant results.
Yeah, and for not going to break the bank either, because you're going to make 16 cards here. If you're using the card topper, the card blank and the envelope, it's still going to cost you less than £1 per piece, which is great. $15.29 if you're in the UK, $21.99 if you are in the US. I would definitely get those in your basket and check those out. Just over £12, just under $18 for Platinum members if you want to get your hands on those. We're going to look at Keith's Bits and Bobs next.
Look at me bits and pieces. Bits and pieces.
Oh, bits and pieces, not bits and bobs.
Does it say bits and bobs?
No, it says bits and pieces, you're right.
Oh, sorry, I thought I'd made a spelling mistake there for it. Bits and pieces. Look, it's there. Joe, every craft room needs this.
Right.
Because, you know, here at Crafters Companion, we are, you know, you guys are specialists with stamps.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Stamping massive. This is what we're good at.
Right.
I've been saving this up for months.
Okay.
Because this, Joe, is a kilo, 1,000 grams, 2.2 pounds, a bag of sugar equivalent of different size cardstocks in different shades of white. So let me just take the branding off the front there, because in here you're going to get all of that. Now, when you say about a kilo or 2.2 pounds, Joe, what we're giving is different shapes, different sizes, different lengths of card. Some are rectangular, some are square, some are you know, really, really big, some are really, really small. If you're into your centangling, how about doing those for your little mats? Or even if you wanted to just stamp onto that with your things, you've got all of these different mats in there as well. Look again, another load of your rectangles, different card finishes as well. You mentioned about the watercolour finish card. There's some of that generally in here as well. There's some coated card as well. There's all sorts, different shades of white. Look at this little bundle I just pulled out here. Let's just have a quick look how many elements there are in there just of that. You are getting absolutely loads. If you're a stamper, if you like matting and layering, you can colour wash this. If you want to do all that, look, you can get all of it, Joe. A whole kilo's worth of cardstock. Look at the price on the screen for that.
It is excellent. And a lot of you multi-ordering on this. You're obviously going to get a kilo. I guess there'll be some variant on, you know, what sort of bits and bobs and shapes and sizes you get.
Well, we're pretty much
a bit of a mixed box in
a bit mixed box, a bit like the broken biscuits of craft, but you're guaranteed a kilo.
Don't eat them.
Don't eat them. No, don't eat them. Stamp onto them.
Yes.
Craft with them. You know, really, it's a fantastic way. Why use an expensive A4 or 8 or 12 by 12 or 8 by 8 piece of card when a small offcut will do all of your stamping needs? You know, how many times could you stamp happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday? You've got multiple layers. This is going to last you a wee while. You need to get it whilst we've got it, because I don't have that many offcuts left now. We've sold hundreds and hundreds of these.
Rightly, people are multi-ordering. He's been very busy all day on this. Still very busy now. Still, it is your last live hour. So get your orders in and make sure you get them checked out, because we can't have Keith here forever. I know. It would be. We'd love to have you here every day, wouldn't we? But you can't.
Nice.
When are you back after today? You know?
I've been. The whisper in my ear is the 4th of October.
The 4th of October?
Yep.
Not
the 4th be with you, but the 4th of October.
The 4th of October.
Yep.
Kay says, hi, Joe and Keith, watching on my phone while hubby is driving. Road trip from California to Idaho to visit our granddaughters. I packed most of my craft supplies so we can craft. I love that.
I love that.
Right,
I'd love to do that.
To go what? To Idaho?
Idaho, yeah.
And go and craft with Kay?
Yeah, that'd be great,
Yeah,
wouldn't it? Really,
lovely.
I'd love it, wouldn't it?
Really would.
I mean, yeah. How many, have you been across, have you been on the Route 66 and all that?
I've only ever been to Orlando and New York. I haven't been anywhere else since.
Oh, really? Yeah, I was supposed to go to New York, but with the COVID thing, it got cancelled.
See, I was supposed to go to LA last year, and again,
it got cancelled with the COVID
lockdown
thing,
number 3, I think it was.
Yeah.
A victim of that. Anyway, enough about our holiday plans. Don't worry, Kay. Keith's not coming this weekend. You'll be fine.
Not coming this weekend.
Let's give you an opportunity to check out. Whilst you do that, do you want to get to know Lily?
I can do.
Here we go.
Who's Lily?
Hi everyone, I'm Lily. I've been part of Crafters Companion for about a year now. Can't believe it's been that long. It's absolutely flown by. How did my crafting journey start? Well, I have to say I've always been creative. I've always loved drawing, painting, making cards. I sort of started that when I was very, very young, making all my handmade Christmas cards, birthday cards, thank you cards. And from then on in, it pretty much just stuck. So where am I from? So I currently live about 2 miles actually from head office here in County Durham, but I'm actually from Sheffield. Something that's really sort of close to my heart from where I'm from is the fact that we've got the Peak District just on our doorstep. Crafty inspirations, that's an interesting one. I have to say I'm inspired by so many different things. I'm inspired just by the team we have here at Crafters Companion. The craft experts are so inspiring. I learned so much from watching them, from sharing our ideas together, and I've actually watched the team on telly for so many years, even before I first come here. And I remember the first time sort of stepped through the doors here at the CTV studios, I was completely completely starstruck. And as well, our community that we have, our Crafters Companion family, that wider family that we interact online, you guys emailing into the shows, leaving all the comments, leaving pictures of your creations, I find so inspiring as well. It's a community where we all feed off of each other, a lovely, big, welcoming community. So I'm inspired by all you guys at home as well, which I think is absolutely lovely. What do I do apart from crafting? Well, I absolutely love running. I love being out in the open spaces, come rain or shine or snow or hail or whatever the weather throws us. So what does make Crafters TV so special? Well, I'm going to have to go with a very corny, very cheesy answer, but it is true. It's you guys at home, it's the viewers. If it wasn't for you guys watching, your amazing interaction, all your lovely comments, your feedback, your mates that you send through, Crafters TV would not be the same. We wouldn't be here without you guys at the end of the day. Ooh, big crafting fails or accidents on screen. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've had anything too disastrous. I'll be back on next week and I'll have a crafting disaster you watch now.
Ah, the lovely Lily there. I didn't realise you spelt Lily's name with L-I-L-L-Y. Is that unusual? It is unusual, isn't it? Yeah, I just realised that. So lovely to see Lily. No doubt back on our screens very, very soon. Right, he is ready. He's poised. He's like a coiled spring on the other side of the studio. So we better cross over.
Me? Oh, right. Oh, sorry.
You look a little bit like I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we're all wearing black at the moment and the glasses. You look at you look a bit like a maitre d' in a restaurant. Like you're going to take for two? Do you have a reservation? Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. I'll turn up with my bag, shall I? Turn up with my bag, shall I? Yeah, sort of thing, nice boy, nice boy. Look, can I just show you as well? Look, really interesting idea because our Andrea made this. She's a wonderful crafter. Turning the bag thing on its head again.
Look at that.
Look, we're making a big bag.
A double bag.
Join two bags together, and down the centre we've used the bits that would normally go across. We've used that to join it together, and then on the front, of course, we have got the accessories, the pockets, the zip, the buckle, all in there. How cool is that? So if you want an extra big bag, you can do that as well. It is brilliant, isn't it fantastic? So just to show you what you can do if you want to. There's so much creative opportunity in here, Joe, to be able to play around. Now, for those of you watching earlier on, you'll have seen me put one of the bags from being completely plain, like this, to being embossed.
Fabulous.
Like this. There you go. Can you see how it's
fancy.
See, changed the look of it, and all we've done is put it through with one of our embossing folders.
How fabulous.
Absolutely fabulous. How really cool is that? So what we're going to do is we're going to finish this, but I'm going to do something slightly differently. So again, get your sheet. You can see already the bits are beginning to fall out. Give them a good massage. And what I mean by massage, if you just give them a bend and a shake, all of the bits, look, they're literally falling out. If you don't give them a massage, you then end up having to tug and pull. But if you give them a good massage, everything's just going to come out the page as easy as this. That's so easy to do. Anybody can do this, everybody can do this, and like I said, you're not going to hurt it, you're not going to damage it, just give it a bend. Don't crease it. I mean, I wouldn't say, fold it in half and put a crease line down the middle, but if you give it a good massage, all of the bits are going to fall out, and you're ready to go as easy as that. I'm just going to move them to one side for a moment. A couple more bits I want to pop out that we're going to need. Let's take all of these bits out as well. It's as easy as this that you can do. I guess to a degree, you're then left with other bits that you can use in terms of the stencil left over. If you wanted to draw on other elements, then maybe you've got some pattern papers that you wanted to use, you could quite easily draw these in. They wouldn't have the foiled elements in there, but at least it'll give you a template to be able to play around with. Right, now we've got all of the bits out. Everything is out the carrying sheet on there, and you can see what the carrying sheet looks like. There we go. I would utilise a number of those bits for little frames and things. You can use it all as much as you particularly like. Now what we're going to do then, Joe, is we're going to put the bag together, but I'm going to try and do this slightly differently, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to actually put things in a slightly different order. So what I'm going to do is this part on here has got, let me just move that over there. Let's come out of the way. This part over here, can you see the score line on the top here? It's got a score line on the top. And what we've done is we've put some red liner tape on the reverse of that. So now we're just going to fold that over, give it a bit of fold, because it's a nice, strong 200, I think actually it's nearly a 300 GSM card is the bright gold. But we're going to give that a little bit of a massage. That's going to go over there. And what I'm going to do with this one, Joe, is I'm going to put this now on the inside of the bag. So I'm not actually going to put it on the outside. I'm going to put it on the inside of the bag like that, okay? Again, slightly different from what I did earlier on during the course of the day, but again, just showing you the different ways of how you can put this together as easy and as simple as you want. And again, as you've seen there with the double-sided bag, you've seen it with the other kind of shapes that the team have put together of the different kind of bags, from the house bag to things. That's going to go nicely over the top there. Let's just put it into place. And we're just going to fold that over, and we're going to stick that down on the inside of the bag there. I think we've got that just about right. Now, perfect. What we're then going to do is we're then going to close over. We've put tape on the top edge of there. We're going to close that over then, Joe, to go onto the inside. But this time we're going to tape that over. That's going to stick down onto there. So we're going to put this inside the flap. So again, just playing around with the different loops, the different finishes. We're going to put this on the inside of the flap, and that's going to go down. So now that's going to appear on the inside, and then what we're going to do then, we're going to put some more double-sided tape on the inside of that. So then we've got the flap looking like so, as you can see from on there as well. So really quite good. If you wanted to actually then glue the ends together and put an aperture in the middle so that you've got a front opening bag, that's quite easy to do. Cut yourself an aperture into the hole here, glue the ends together so it doesn't open from the ends, but then it would open from the middle. And that's another way that you can quite easily adapt the bags to be able to make different shapes and different kind of looks and finishes. So let's put a bit of tape onto here. Let's just go put just one little bit of tape on. We'll put some red liner tape on. You'll notice I'm using red liner tape. We sell loads of it here on Crafters TV. It's on the website. Check it all out. But red liner tape's got a really good grab, and therefore it's got great rigidity to hold things together, and it's not going to fall apart or come apart a little bit later on down the road. Now that's going to go nicely over the top there. We're going to stick that down. That's marvelous. Great. That's gone down beautiful onto there. You'll see I've already given this a little bit of a massage because I've embossed it. You just need to make sure that you retain the shape of the concave that's down on there. Now, we're going to put a little bit of a 3D foam pad behind there because we want that little flap to stand up. If I did put a hole in the middle of it and I wanted it to be an opening flap, then I could use the little Velcro dots on there if I wanted to do so. But let's just put that on the front there, put a bit of things there. So again, lots of different things. You could put maybe a little bit of a hole in here and put your Velcro strip on so that the bag actually opened. But on here, we're going to use that where we put the thing. But now you can see it's liftable, it's got feel, it's tactile. Let's now take where we're going to go from a decoration point of view, Joe. Again, on here, we've got these little triangular pieces. We've got one there, and there should be another one somewhere. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, it's here. Here we go. Thought I'd lost one, but we've got the two little triangles. Those are little corner flashes. You don't have to use them, but again, they're included on the set. Bit of tape there behind there, and what that does is that just decorates the things. But you'll notice the 4-part stitching on them, Joe. Everything's been thought about. How can we make these work? Again, oh, come on. Give me a little bit static on there, but that looks lovely. I think with the 4-part stitching, it just adds and complements to the way that the top of the bag looks as well. So let's do the same on the other corner as well. Looks really quite nice. You can personalise these bags, Joe, however you want. And I think anybody who's thinking about doing art and design at college, this is a must-have because you can really practice and play around at your design elements and skills. And if you took this to college as part of your course, I'm sure that people would be mega impressed. How did you do that? Oh, I just spent a lot of time developing this. There you go. Now we've also got, if you don't want just to leave the 4 stitching on there, you could use this element, which is another piece that's included in with the set. You can see how we've foiled that and die cut it with the scalloped edge on there. That's designed, Joe, to sit nicely over the front there. So it's entire. What do you think, Joe? Should we leave it on or off? What do you think? Do we
Let's put it on, I reckon.
You want to put it on?
I think so.
So we can either give that bit of scalloped edge on the front edge there of the bag if we wanted to do so. As easy as that. And again, all we're going to do is just put a bit of tape on the back. It's as easy as this. I love making these bags, Joe. I love the concept of this. These have been done with our chief designing young lady in tow. She spent a lot of time making sure that everything was done to size, everything works, everything's been tried and tested by the team to make sure that you can absolutely have so much creative fun. And it doesn't matter if you're 15 or 115, you're still going to be able to make a lot of bags and have a lot of fun with them. That's going to go nicely onto there, Joe. Let's make sure that goes down onto that side, that's onto that side. There we go. We've now got a lovely scalloped edge on the front of our bag. Now I've also got, we've got pockets, we've got the handles, we've got buckles. There's lots that we can do. If we want to put the strap across the front, we can do that. What do you think? Strap, Joe, or no strap? You're not paying attention.
Strap
are you?
or no strap?
Strap or no strap?
I think let's just put it all on, Keith.
Stick it all on. We're going to
we'll
put it all on, shall we? Really? Well, look again. If you give these a little bit of a massage, you'll find that the centres come out the straps as well. So look, it's almost as if you could pass this off as a real bag.
You could.
It could. When I grow up, I want to be a real bag. It's a real bag. It is a real bag. And then we've actually got the buckle. The buckles on this particular collection have been done in the lovely heart-shaped. And again, give it a massage, and the centrepiece will come out. Just give it a little bit of a tug to break the pips holding it in place, and you've then got that lovely centrepiece coming out from on there. There we go. It cuts out, and it's easy as that. And then what you can do then, Joe, is you can either fasten the buckle bit on the front, or you could indeed fold that bit under and put it under, which is what I'm just going to do. Again, I've just put a small amount of tape on the back just to hold it in place. And again, because we're using the red liner tape, you're pretty much guaranteed that it's just going to hold itself really, really nicely in place. But you don't need a lot, just need a little bit of a slither to hold it in place, because that now, Joe, is going to go nicely down into the centre of that. We're just going to put that inside the little hole. Let's just keep that up in the air for a moment. Let's put that down into there. And you can see straight away now, look, I think we've got that roughly there, right? That's going to fasten onto there. That's gone down into there. Now we're looking something like where we need to be. But you'll notice straight away that we've got some red liner tape on the top here. And we've not pre-scored these, Joe, because we didn't want to determine what you as a crafter might or might not want to do with them. So what we've done is we've just put some little bits of, left you one little job to do, and that's to determine whether you want to have the strap just to the top and go all the way down to the bottom, which we could do, or you could fold it, take it over the top and fold that over and underneath, depending on where you want to particularly go to. I suppose really what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to actually put this one, because we've got the corners, I'm going to leave this the full length, because we're going to put a bow on the top of the little bag as well, just to give it a little bit of je ne sais quoi.
Nice, love a bit of je ne sais quoi. Jessica says the Glam bags would be perfect gifts for makeup. They absolutely would. Now, Cindy Shannon is kicking herself. She says, hi, Joe and Keith from Missouri. I came back to my basket after this morning's show, and all my Dynamics card blanks and envelopes are now sold out. Any idea when they might be back in stock? Just to say, the collection of card blanks and envelopes is sold out. Some of the individuals are still in stock, though, Cindy, so do check their website there. But any idea when we might get those back? Maybe on the 3rd of October?
I can try for the 4th of October. I'll have a word with my buying guru and see whether we can organise that one for you. Failing that, it's probably going to be November, I'm afraid, but we will have them back for sure. So don't panic too much. You will get opportunity again, and we'll do our best to make sure that we hold the price. Now again, look, we've got the little bow in here, so we could apply the little bow on there. We could make that really nice and poosh with a little bit of a bow on there if we wanted to do so. Remember, if I've got the buttons, I could put the buttons on if you wanted to, but I'm not going to put the buttons on this one because I think we did that on the last one. However, on the reverse of this, there is a nice big space, and I think that the pocket will do just as well. Now, you'll notice on the pocket, if I bring this up to you, you can see I've put red liner tape here, red liner tape, red liner tape here. I've also, this is a little bit of a tip for you. Can you see the bit in there? If you actually put a little V into the back there, just cut a little V into it, because that then does is when you fold it over, can you see when that's folded over and that's folded over, they then cross over. Nice. And you then keep the concave look, as it were, from on there, and we're going to fold that one over onto that side and the same onto there. Now what that does is that actually then makes the pocket a real pocket. When I grow up, I want to be a real pocket, a real pocket, Joe, so that you can actually put something inside there. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're going to put something inside there, so you need to have the space to be able to put a card or a little secret message.
Oh, nice.
You know, you could do all of those things again. So again,
one of your tiny £20 notes?
One of your tiny £20 notes I could put in there, Joe, yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. But I think a little message, a little secret message, depending on what you're going to do with them, really. But you do get included in with the set. You do get things like, you find that there are things in the other set, I should say. If you get both of them, you do get the keys and the padlocks, and they look pretty cool. Brilliant. On there as well. I'm just going to put the pocket on to the back there. Let's just stick that down quite nicely, one into the centre there, one into the centre there, and down on that bottom. And then, as you can see, what we've actually got there now is we've actually got the space. We've just put the little pokey tool down just to, get off. We're going to put the pokey tool down just to be able to lift that up, and then we've got that lovely little shape there of the pokey tool. We've also then, Joe, got the zipper. Every bag needs a zipper, so we've got the zipper. We're going to put that near the top because a bag's got to have a zipper on it for sure. There's got to be a secret compartment. You ladies love your secret compartments. My wife's got loads of them on her bags. Well, she hides things from me, Joe.
What does she hide from you, Keith?
Well, mainly the money, I think, really.
The
I think,
money?
she stops me getting access to the cash.
Right, okay.
Not that that would imply that I spend a lot, but I don't think I do. Really.
I don't think you're a spender, Keith.
No.
I reckon you're quite tight.
Well, I am quite tight. It's the Ferrari. It's the Ferrari that spends, Joe. It's the Ferrari.
Do you look under your pillow in the morning and see if you've lost any sleep? Are you that tight?
Yeah, I've lost any sleep. Do you know earlier on, Joe, in the studio? In the studio we had that lovely spider?
Yeah.
Which I saved the spider.
You did?
I picked the spider up.
Michelle wanted to end its days.
She wanted to check it out, and I got the spider and I took it outside and I let it go free. That's just the kind of person that I am. But the spider's twin brother was in our bedroom earlier on this week.
Oh, dear. And maybe you brought him with you.
Well, it's marvellous. I love it, really, because my wife now, she said, why couldn't you catch that spider? Well, it was away. It was gone away. I don't know if it went under the pillow. I don't know if it went under the bed. I don't know where it went, but it disappeared.
Not nice.
But what it did do, Joe, I mean, this is amazing. It did cure one thing. It cured the wife's snoring because she now sleeps with her mouth shut. All true.
Is it true?
It is a true story. I won't lie to you, honestly. I'm not that. It's a true story. And it was exactly the same as that spider I rescued here today.
Maybe that is the spider. Maybe it came with you in the car today.
Well, it could have done that. I mean, it could have crept in, couldn't it, really? I mean, it might have been inside in my shirt when I've put a clean shirt on this morning. It might have been in the pocket, and who knows? But it should be my wife would be dead chuffed if she knows that I brought it to the studios here in the northeast of England. She'd be well impressed. Now, look, we're going to put the little handle on there. Fork handle, we got the handle going onto there. That's going to go onto one side, then we're going to put it onto the other side. And you'll notice there are two styles of handles. There is the handle where it's got the 4 stitching, and then there's the handle where we've got the foil strip down the centre there, Joe. So again, one can go on the front, one can go on the back. We're going to turn it over now. Look, you can see, it doesn't look quite as nice with a white handle. So what we're going to do is we're going to marry up the second side to go on the top there. Again, I've put some tape onto the back. As easy as that, Joe. Fabulous to be able to play around with, but you're the designer. You could put the handles like a clutch bag. You could put the handles at the back of the bag.
Nice.
You don't have to have them going over the board, over the top, but I'm just showing the different kinds of styles that you can make as you've seen from on there. Now, the thing with the handles is you've got to get them lined up. So possibly a wet glue for this part might be advisable if you're not particularly brilliant at lining things up, but we'll give it a go. I'm trying to do it from a little bit of a distance, but we're going to put that one down onto there. There we go. I think we've got that one quite right there. We're just going to make sure that they just line up before I push down too much and stick. Oh, we've got that one quite nicely there, Joe. Let's do the same on this side. Oh, Smithy, you're getting good at this. Look, there we go. That's going to go really nicely down on there. Do you know what, Joseph? I think we're almost getting there. Now, what we could do, if we wanted, we could add in maybe some of the flowers, but I'm not sure if we need to do that, really. I mean, less could be more, really, couldn't it? You know, I think really the embossing speaks for itself, and I want to get onto another demo. So I'm going to call it a day at that. All it remains for me to do now is for me to fold in the elements. So I'm going to create a little bit of a pocket, and we're just going to fold in the elements. And all you do with these is you just massage it in onto the back there. So let's put that one down on, push that one in, and we just give that a little bit of a massage, and it's going to go in nicely into there. And then we're going to turn it over, Joe, and we're going to put in the other side as well. So that's going to go really nicely onto the front. That's got the concave onto there, going really nice. It's just slightly running over the edge, but never mind. And let's have a look on this side as well. So we're going to put the back in on that side onto there again. We've just given it a little bit of a precursor. We've given it a little bit of a massage before. That's gone in there. Again, look, no cracking on the material. Absolutely brilliant. And considering that this has been embossed, it's gone through another crafting process. And we're going to do the same onto the front as well. Let me just put my hand in because it's just not popped out. It needs to pop out the middle there. I think a nice gift inside there will do plenty of popping out for sure. And it will hold its rigidity. And it's going to go great on there as well. So look, there is going to go down onto there. Joseph, there we go. We've got a lovely, lovely little bag made, beautifully finished with a lovely buckle on there as well. And then don't forget on the back, we've got the zipper, we've got the pocket, and we've got the buttons. How cool is that?
Absolutely glorious. And remember, you're going to be able to make 16 from this particular collection as well. 4 different styles. You've got 4 of each of them. You're getting the main element of the bag, and then you've also got 4 of each of them, which is brilliant. All the different embellishments in there as well, which is glorious. Now, I want to remind you, a lot of you might be ordering on that $23.99, $35.19 if you're a Platinum member. What we're going to look at now, though, of course, is this. It is your Shabby and Chic 120-piece gold and silver metallic matte collection. Really glorious quality. This, you got it in the gold finish and also the silver finish. So you're getting this size here, which I believe is 6x6, Keith, this smallest one.
That's great.
You've then also got all of them in the 7x7 as well. That mirror board is so shiny. Look at the quality of that. I mean, it's amazing. And then you'll also get it in the 8x8 as well. So you've got 6, 7 and 8. So the idea, I believe, is then that we would use one of those, one of where are they? Those together. You mat and layer them up. I'm going to do this down side. Oh, I'm not very good at doing it by eye, Keith. There, like so, and then it mats and layers up beautifully. So they're all cut and designed to enable you to do that, which is brilliant. So they're really awesome. These have been very busy all day on them. $28.99 or $23.99. It's 120 sheets that you are getting there, which is amazing. Tracy Kukaka says, Keith, please come to my job site and chase the spiders out. Keith, the spider whisperer Smith.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, catch me if you think you can.
Roseanne says, now that's what I call a gift bag. Very nice. Absolutely, they are. Right then, we are going to move on. We're going to go back to Keith.
We're going back to me, Joe. We're going back to me. I got loads that I want to show the viewers. Look, I really have got loads that I want to show the viewers. Do you remember these that we showed you earlier on today? Well, here's one that we've popped out for you. Look at this. This is in the lovely rose gold with a holographic handle. That's exactly as it comes when you've popped it out the sheet. Isn't it beautiful? Just in its natural form with the cascade of that rainbow colour going across there on the rose gold is beautiful. Watch what happens now, Joe. And I haven't practiced this. Honestly, I haven't. But I've got one of, well, it's actually a Crafter's Companion embossing folder. I've no idea how old. I've no idea if we've got it in stock. But what we're going to do is we're going to line up where the bag fits to the pretty much to the end of the pattern. So that's going to go really nicely to there and to there. Right, we're going to just nip it into place, and then hopefully Joe might get it right. This is what we're going to be able to do. Put this now through your Gemini, be it the big one or the small one. It's equally going to work perfectly, I do believe. And let's just make sure that it's all in place. I think it's all in place. We've got it there. Have we got it there? I think we've got it there. We're good. We're almost good to go. This is what happens when you can change. This is what we do at Paper Dienamics. We give you the materials for you to be able to take stuff on a lovely creative journey. We want you to use what's in your craft room with the materials and the things that we're bringing you, and it's just going to be brilliant. I'm not quite sure if I've got that right, Joe, to be fair.
No, you're missing two.
I'm missing a plate.
You're missing a white plastic shim.
Let's put the plastic shim in there, Jim. Jim, who's Jim?
Jim?
I have no idea.
Who's Jim the Shim?
Well, Jim's the Gemini.
Are you thinking about Shimmy Jimmy? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Shimmy Jimmy, yes. I'm thinking.
Where is Jimmy? Shimmy Jimmy's down at Hobby Maker now, isn't he?
He is, yes, he is. He's down at Hobby Maker, yeah, for sure.
Too big now?
Too big now, Joe.
I told you shouldn't have put that plastic shim in there.
You said don't put the plastic shim in there, but never mind, it's going backwards. Do you know what?
Is it because is it at the end? Is it at the end of your? Where's your embossing folder? Is it in the middle or at the end?
Well, it's at the end now.
You need to put it in the middle, Keith.
Put it in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe. Oh, sacre bleu, I've cut the handle off.
Oh, no.
Blooming heck. Oh, dear me. Well, look. It did work.
Amazing.
It's now a clutch bag. Boom, boom.
Oh, dear.
Could I stick it together, do you think?
No.
Could we rescue it?
Probably.
We'll rescue it.
All right.
Right, I'm not going to do it again. You've seen how it worked. It was magic at the time. It were really good.
Maybe it had worked the first time we didn't check.
Well, I've enrolled on the fantastic Crafter's Companion Gemini course of how to use this machine. You know,
which is just do whatever you fancy and hope it works.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never seen plate combinations like Keith's. Honestly, we've got magnetic shims on the outside, plastic shims on the outside.
Listen, I'm going to try it any which way I can, mate. Honestly, just to try it. But I'm not going to put that plastic in here. That's what you told me to do last time, and look what happened. You've broken my bag, Joseph.
Oh dear.
You've broken my bag. I'm going to put that one through again. Like, if at first we don't succeed, we're going to try, and we're going to try again. I'll fix it. Honestly, you'll never tell. It'll be the card of the month by the time we've done. Honestly, well, in my opinion, it'll be the card of the month. Has this worked? This might want to have worked, you see. Might be just out of the embossing folder I was using, Joseph. I have no idea.
Who knows?
Because now, I think this has worked. Yes, it has. Look, it's worked. Hey! Do you know what that bit is, Joe?
The bit from the hole where the handle
That's it.
is.
It's the bit out the handle. I mean, don't throw it away. This is a craftable piece of a very useful piece and craftable piece of the collection. I'm just a bit miffed that I've broken my handle, but never mind.
Oh no!
Oh dearie me. Let's just put that. Right. Let's start again, shall we? Listen, I will fix it. No, nothing's going to get hurt. I mean, this is the thing with paper craft, isn't it, really? Because, look, what we're going to do, let's just show you, boys and girls, how we can fix this. Look, you're not going to see. Right, let's just going to cut the tabs off there. Right, there we go. Bish, bash, bosh. Who's a pretty boy, then?
Oh, Keith.
If you're enjoying this at home, I hope you are. They only invite me once or twice a month because nobody can stand it, being quite frankly. There you go. There. These are
the best lessons. Here's what not to do ones, Keith.
Well, I'd like to think of it being as a happy crafting accident, Joseph, to be honest with you, because look, if I put that underneath there now and that underneath there now, are you ready for this? Da 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 da. Look.
Oh, incredible.
Unbelievable, but true. Now, I'm not going to stick it down just yet because I've got other things to do. So, let's just put that to one side. Let's take one of the cards that's included in with the collection as well there, Joe. And also, let's take, on this occasion, I'm going to use a piece of the bright gold, which was on the show earlier on today. But I could quite easily have used a piece of those cards that you've just been showing, Joe, in the satin gold or the bright silver finish that will mat and lay straight down onto this card. So, choices. The choice is yours. It could be bright gold, it could be satin gold, it could be bright silver. You could use whatever colour you want. But I'm just doing the basics of matting and layering to this square card. Now, the next part of this process is going to be amazing because we are going to bring into play, if you were watching earlier on today, you will have seen that we were doing a little bit with some of the mulberry papers.
Nice.
And here is one of the mulberry papers that we've got. This is obviously in the dark blue. We did have the pastel colours and the bright colours. This is from the lace kind of effect on there. So you can put those down on there. That's going to sit nicely on the gold bit on there. So what I'm going to do is just going to put some double-sided tape on the top of here. Just got to be careful where I put it because I don't want to. We don't want it to cover.
Is that the mulberry lace that you've used?
That's right. Yeah.
So mulberry lace.
Yeah, it works.
So here it is, 5 sheets in the primary colours there, 733 or 890 if you want to get your hands on that.
Really brilliant to work with. And mulberry papers, of course, all handmade, hand-coloured, hand-finished, fabulous. Really great to work with as well. And this is a fairly simple process that I'm applying to it because I'm just using it in this case for a little bit of a matte and the illusion effect of where we want to go with the bag. But you'll get the general idea. I did say it would be card of the day, card of the week, card of the month. I have no idea. It depends on you at home for voting. Thank you for voting for. I'm having a bad day today. Who put
You're having a bad day? Why?
I put double-sided tape on there. Oh my goodness.
Let me help you. Let's just steady wait. Wait. Don't do anything. Don't do anything, really.
Oh, sticky fingers or what, really?
No.
I see you got it stuck on the end of
Don't put it on your finger again.
I'm not trying not to. Pull it off.
There you go.
Pull it. What about the other bit, Joe? What about the other bit? Yeah.
You stuck there as well.
I glued my fingers to the piece of card, like you see. I hope you listen. People are falling about laughing at home. You've ruined my card now. I'm trying to pull it off. Hold it. There we go.
Oh, now I've got the poker tool stuck. There we go. Oh, pound for the snort
It's
jar
all
there.
gonna, listen, it's still be card of the month. It will. It's still be card of the month. Are you ready?
I really should.
It's on. Honestly,
should've
it
just
might not
let
be
you go
square,
with
but it's on. So there we go. Right now, what do I want to do? I'm going to put some 3D foam pads behind my my lovely little card down on here. I am really, Joe. That was not funny. You weren't clever. You weren't clever. You almost ruined my card there, mate. But listen, when I grow up, I want to be a real crafter. They keep asking me to come back, so something must be going wrong somewhere along the line, really.
We always get a good laugh at you, Keith, that's for sure.
At my expense, no doubt, but there we go. We're going to put that really now down on it. Let's give it a bit of a cockeyed look, but I'm going to move it slightly higher than where we need to be. So that's going to go lovely up there. And then, look, shall we bring in a little bit of a flapper? We'll bring that one in. We're going to put that one down on there. Do you think that'll look quite nice, don't you think, Joe? I think that's going to look lovely, jubbly. We're going to put some tape on the back of this. I'll try not to stick my fingers to it this time, but we'll put some tape on the back of this one on here. People are going to have to definitely have a lie down after today's show. What day did you say
it was you coming back, Keith?
The 8th of October.
All right, I'll get that booked off.
Well,
I'm not here, Keith.
Oh, what about the 4th, Joe? Are you here on the 4th? The 4th.
The 8th of October.
No,
Are you
the 4th.
Sure it's the 8th?
No, the 4th.
I'm here on the 4th. Yeah.
Oh well, there you go.
There we are. I'm glad. I'm pleased.
You've drawn the short straw, Joseph.
Absolutely not.
There you go. Look. Oh, listen. I'm not really too worried if you buy the product or not, really. I'd love you to buy the product, but at the end of the day, maybe it's not for you. But if you enjoyed the show, that's more than makes up for me having you here with us today. I love it. So there you go. It's fixed, it's on. Now, what does this bag need now? It needs a bit of a buckle. So remember I was talking about the buckles? I'm going to put a buckle on there. You ladies like to lock things away. I know this because I'm the recipient of one. So we're going to put the thing onto there. We're going to put the buckle onto there. I'm going to put the key for the said bag. I'm going to put that up onto the top over here again. Put some red liner tape on the back of the key to the bag. I'm the key master. That's going to go up onto the top onto there. That's fixed on there. Oh, Joseph, I forgot to put the zip on, but I'll put the zip on over the top. It should have gone underneath, but never mind. I'll put the zip on the top just because I can. I mean, again, you've just been the chief designer, so we'll put the zipper on the top. Supposed to have gone underneath, but I've stuck it down though, now, Joe, and you made such a mess of it last time when we were playing with glue, I didn't do it again. So we're going to put the zipper over the top there. It's got a zip on the top of the buckle as well. And then, look, just to show you that the mulberry papers can die cut as well. Look, we've die cut it as well, and we put it on a little bit of a happy birthday on there, bit of 3D foam pad. Joseph, what do you think, mate?
I think it looks amazing.
Is that card of the day or what, really?
Brenda says, I don't know about card of the day.
Neither do I.
Have you seen Michelle's box?
Michelle is in a different league,
Have you seen it?
You know, I mean, here in our footballing terms in the United Kingdom,
Look.
I'm in the 4th. Oh my goodness! Oh my dear me! I'm sort of like 4th division really, whereas the lovely Michelle here with us today, you know, she's Premier League stuff. But I mean, that is a Premier League box. Don't vote for this card of the day, please. You know, Michelle's box is by far superior. I'll let her off for sure for being so talented. But there we go. That's down. It's fixed. What do you think? Listen, out of all of the things that could have gone wrong, Joe, from the tearing that you made me do with the mulberry papers to things, I think that's turned out pretty cool, don't you? Boys and girls? How about a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Hooray!
I love that you just called for a round of applause for yourself, Keith. There's not really many people that can get away with doing that, but you are one of them. If you want to go for, that's the mulberry papers on your screen there, 733 890. I'll give you the details again for the handbag. I went a bit Dutch there. Oh, and I was going to say something then, but I'm not sure what it means, so I better not. If you want to go for this 48 pieces at $15.29 or $21.99 is your price there on those. And then also remember the Glam bags. Very, very busy on the Glam bags at the moment. If you want to go for those, and absolutely you can, $29.99 or $43.99. You can make 60 with that. Keith, it's been a pleasure.
Joseph, I've really enjoyed the day. It's been fantastic. A pleasure to have your company. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and I'll be back on the 4th of October. Let's make it a date between the show. You know, put it in your diary, 4th of October. I'll be here. Hope you'll join me then.
I'll be here as well, so I'm hoping you too. Safe trip back to Yorkshire, Keith. We'll see you back here on the 4th. Don't you go anywhere, though, because myself and Michelle will be back on the other side of this.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, It's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Hello, I'm Corinne Robinson and I am having an absolutely fantastic time up here working for Crafters Companion. So my crafting journey began back in, I have to get this the right way around, in 2001. I went to a craft workshop just at a craft store and I was absolutely hooked. My mum convinced me to go because she wanted to go and I've not looked back since 2001 and I'm still going now. My crafty inspirations are, I have to be inspired by my grandmother. She was an amazing sewer and I just love to take inspiration from her. I can't sew, but I am blown away by what she used to do. But I just am inspired by all my colleagues around me, the other experts. I've just done a show today where we have third parties in and I just love watching them and take little bits from them and then put my own twist on it. What's it like having crafty colleagues? It's fantastic. We are an amazing team. The support from Crafters Companion is brilliant. I have loved it. As you know, I've not been here overly long, but the team have opened their arms and welcomed me so fantastically. And I love watching the shows because a lot of the tips and techniques that you'll see me do in my shows, I picked up from my colleagues by watching their shows. What non-craft facts can I share with you? I have my pride and joy at the moment is my gorgeous little Cavapoo dog. I absolutely love her. Miss her like mad when I come up here. Elsie's at home with my husband. What is my biggest crafting success? Oh, I just think it was the day I was able to give up a 9-to-5 job and be able to come and be a craft demonstrator full time. And then the excitement when I came to join this team was amazing. I just think that has to be up there at the top for me.
The lovely Corinne Robinson there. I don't know if she's back with us, Corinne. We'll have to check. Right, a lot of love coming in for Keith. Keith, did you say your wife should lock you away? Lol. I was waiting for you both to get stuck and Michelle to have to come and save you both. And Brenda says, Keith, please do another Card Mania pack when you come back. Alicia says, I love it when Joe and Keith are together. Boys are back in town. Kate said you would never know the drama that went into this card construction by the finished project as well. Loads of love coming in from Kate, Becky, Roseanne, Beth, Alicia, Kate, Evelyn. Oh, the Keith fan clubs are out in force. Yes, we'll see Keith on the 4th of October, so do not miss out on that. We're going to go back, of course, to our interchangeable masterclass for the last hour of the day here on Crafters TV. We're going to look at this. Now, we had a little look earlier. Michelle unboxes for us. It's our interchangeable Scene Dies craft kit. These are awesome. They're brilliant value at the full price of just around about £25 or $25 because you're getting about $50 worth of products in here for that price. But then when we give you the extra discounts, they're really unmissable. You're going to make 18 5x5 cards using this. Of course, many more if you're going to add some in from your own stash. I don't know what's going on. I'm going a little bit Dutch. I think I might be I think I might be turning Dutch. I'm going to come in wearing clogs tomorrow. You wait. I love it with Michelle. I didn't think that was that funny, but Michelle, she digged it. You're going to get dies, stamps, card blanks, envelopes. You're also going to get dewdrops, coloured cards, and printed papers as well. All of those coming in there for you, which is brilliant. And full video tutorials over at crafterscompanionbox.com as well. $15.99 or $15.97 if you're a platinum member. We're going to go over to Michelle and we're going to have a little demonstrazione, I believe, which is Italian for demonstration, if you hadn't guessed.
Do you know what is French for demonstration?
Le démonstration.
Yes.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And German. Das Demonstration is German.
It's a bit angry.
A bit angry? Yeah, a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
The word for, well, that's why we talk about, you know, have you seen the video where they're talking about butterfly, what the word for butterfly is all around the world? And it's French, le papillon, or butterfly, or mariposa in Spanish, and then Schmetterling in German, which is a good, it sort of sums it up. I love it. It's a very, very, very emotional language.
Yeah, I love it. It's, I think it's great. It's my daughter's
The
language.
King was on TV today talking in Welsh. You forget what a strange language Welsh is, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh. Jamie just said he was in Whitby recently and heard people talking Welsh. I didn't realise they spoke Welsh in Whitby. Whitby, for those of you who don't know, is a town on the Yorkshire coast. Very lovely. Best fish and chips I've ever eaten in Whitby.
Yeah, it's lovely. Really nice. Right, so I can barely speak English, let alone Welsh, German, French.
I can do menu in quite a few languages. Like I can order from a menu.
Oh, really?
Food is clearly my love language, Michelle.
Right, so I have got a couple of, so it's the craft kit, and I've got a couple of the pieces. I'm just debating, actually. I think I'm just gonna use this one piece. So again, so you can just use one half if you want, and then, you know, it's not gonna do anything that way, is it? So when you're doing it, make sure that you've got the cutting blade into your card. You're cutting nothing.
Did you just cut it? Have you just cut it the other way around?
No,
Oh,
I was going to
sorry.
tape it down the wrong way around. Then I'd realised. So let's tape that and we'll pop it through.
What are you giggling at?
It's just like, I'm just thinking about Keith getting all glued up and it's sort of, it's infectious, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
one person does something wrong and then that was one of the funniest things.
Very funny.
Right, let's get this off. So because I want to use both sides of this all the way across, I'm going to flip my piece of card over and I'm going to put this on here. So I'm going to tape it, and then all I'll do is I will just use my little snips to match that little bit up. So let's pop that on there. If I angle it, it's gonna, so I'll show you what I mean. If I angle that to match, then the curve, the dome is just, it's off. So if I bring that out a little bit, and then just use my snips for that last little bit, it's going to look a lot nicer.
Amazing. We've got another full day coming up tomorrow, haven't we, Michelle, here on Crafters
We
TV?
have.
We will be here all day. It's me and Michelle all weekend. So if you don't like us, that's the bad news. If you do like us, then that is the good news. So we'll be here all weekend, which is brilliant. We've got Play Your Crafts Right tomorrow. We've got a decoupage masterclass. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then we've also got a festive craft house as well for you. It's going to be a great day, and we're up all day on Sunday. Of course, we'll have Colour Me Happy. We've also got a masterclass in storage, tools and essentials.
We have.
Ooh. And, of course, Second Chance Sunday. We'll be here with you as well. And then no shows, of course, on Monday. We'll be off air on Monday. But Ben will be back with you again on Tuesday, which will be marvellous.
Yeah, I'm travelling home Monday morning. But so I'm going to be on the train. It feels a little bit like I shouldn't be.
Will you be home? Are you going to be? Because you guys, it's too late to travel down on Sunday night, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah. It's my train's at 10 o'clock, my first train. But the train station said that they're going to be airing it on the platforms and stuff, you know, the funeral and that. So I'm going to travel home. I'm going to wear black travelling home.
Obviously, for those of you maybe not aware across the pond, we're not on air on Monday, of course, because it's the Queen's funeral on Monday here in the UK. And pretty much all live TV is not broadcasting. A lot of stuff shutting on Monday as well, as mark of respect. So that's why we're not with you on Monday.
Right, so that is my dome at the front, and I'm going to use one of the pieces of paper from the kit, and we're going to put that in the back, and straight away, just that on its own looks absolutely lovely. But what we're going to do is, I'm just going to bring my stamping platform in. I'm going to pop that off, and then I'm going to use, have I got the stamps out? Oh, I have, yeah. So I've got my pink tulip. It's my quick dry that I'm going to be using, and I'm just going to stamp a few of the trees across. So let's pop that there. Pop that one there. So let me just line that over. See if I'm happy with that. I am. They're all right there. So again, you can be used, don't forget that you can use your quick dries for this. So you've got all the colours in your quick dries that are exactly the same as your water reactives. So you can be, you've got so many different choices for stamping, not just, we tend to stamp everything in black. And I think we forget, especially with sentiments as well, we forget we don't have to do that. Pop that there. Let me just wipe that up. Oh, stuck it to the wrong side. Should we try that again? Let's pop that there. So again, I could maybe use the fuchsia. So I'm using pink tulip, but I could maybe use the fuchsia on one of them to make it look like that one's more in the background. Have a bit of a play about, see what you can come up with, what you like. But I think I'm happy with that. So let's take that off, pop that there. Just pop that back. And then so if I just put that in there, and then you sort of got, again, you've got that double, you've got that lovely double tree line, you've got your focus going straight into the middle. So let's glue that onto the back. There's my glue.
Roseanne is loving that paper. The paper is from the box, is it, Michelle?
It is, yeah.
But the thing about the papers in the box, you can't get them anywhere else. They are exclusive to the boxes. So if you want to get that paper, you will have to get it in the box.
There is some beautiful ones in that box. Really, really nice. And again, you can do similar effects with your inks. I'm saying similar. There's no way that I'm making that kind of effect with my inks. But I love the papers because, again, like you've just said, you don't get them anywhere else. They're just in the box. But they're just totally unique. They're lovely. They're so different. Really nice. So again, I've just cut the tree line out. So it's this tree line. And all I've done is I've just cut it out. It's just as easy and as simple as that. Got rid of the dome, didn't need that. We're going to layer that across. We're going to place it so it gives me, again, that extra tree line, so it gives me that extra depth and dimension. But what I'm going to do is, let me bring that in. Where is, so I've got my pink tulip water reactive. Let me just find my dauber for this. It's here somewhere. Do you know what? When you need to find something quickly, you never can you?
No, absolutely not. It's always the way, isn't it? It's like when you get home, back to the house, and you really need the loo, Why can you never get your key in the door? Every time you're not in a rush, you put your key in the door, it goes slides in first time, straight away. Oh, if you need the loo when you get back to the house, you're trying to get your key, you're dropping it, you're picking it back up, your life's flashing before your eyes, you're on the verge of a nosebleed, you think you're going to wet yourself. Oh, and it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It never happens any other time.
No. You're
for me,
absolutely right.
like the apartment living version of that is the clicker for the car park gate not opening. You're there frantically clicking it, waiting for the light to light up. It's awful. Awful.
Do you know what? I don't know if you know, because I don't know if I've even seen you, that I've started the walking.
I thought you were going to say you'd wet yourself then, since I'd last seen you. Why did I think that's what you're going to say?
That wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility.
Right. Anyway, sorry, you've started walking.
I've been doing the walking for the diabetes challenge I've been doing.
Fabulous.
And do you know what? As soon as I go on, so I go for my walk, I can be gone for a good couple of hours. But as soon as I go for the walk, you can guarantee that I desperately need the loo when I'm nowhere near one, in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, if I'm sat at home near the loo when I don't need it, I don't need it. What's that all about?
What is
as soon
that
as
all
you're
about?
nowhere near one, you need it.
I wasn't going to ask such impertinent questions, Jamie, but if you want to go there, that's fine. So it says, every time I return home from a trip, about 5 minutes from home, I need to use the loo. Can't carry any bags in, have to run in, fight with the keys, straight to the loo. That's what it is.
Definitely.
So I think we should move on from this toilet talk, don't you?
Maybe. So all
I
I've
love
done,
that, but I love that piece of scrap card you've got there with all the colours on.
yeah. Do you know what? I do this at home, so I will use a piece of card and I will ink on it. So like you can see that I'm doing now. And it gets to a point where it looks fabulous and then you can use that and make a nice background out of it.
Fantastic.
Because the random colours, you're never going to get it again. It just looks great. So all I've done is with my Oasis and my pink tulip, I've just taken the starkness away from that white card and I've just blended it in, tied it in just that little bit more with the image in the background. And then I'm going to do the same with this. I'm just going to add a little bit of pink onto it. Am I that way? Just on those treetops. And again, it's just tying it in with everything else that's going on here. And then let's see where we want it. Just needs a little bit more ink on it. It's just a bit too stark. Try again. And again, so you're just going to have a little play until you're happy with how it looks. I'm quite happy with that. But I'm going to put, yeah, I am. So I've got, so some of our foam pads are thicker in depth than others. So these are quite a narrow one, so I'm going to use these ones. I'm just going to pop that on there. And again, before I commit to sticking that down, I'm going to make sure I'm happy with it, which I am. Just going to pop it there. There we go. And again, so not having to do too much, just that thin...
Oh, I like how you've stuck that to the front and not the back.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I just want that as it is. But I mean, you could stick it to whichever side you wanted. Again, it really doesn't matter. And I've got one of the clouds that comes with it. So we're going to pop that on, and that's going to go on a little bit of foam because we're going to pop it on the front. So again, at this point now, it's just about building that scene up, having a play with where you want to put things. And again, I've just gone around the top of that with the Oasis ink pad. I've got a couple more here, which I think I'm going to put on the front. So again, I'm not going to put no more ink on this. I don't need to. There's sort of enough on there. Pop that there. And again, obviously on a foam pad, because it's the law. Well, it's the Michelle's law.
It's the law? Oh,
the law,
gosh.
yeah.
The law according to Michelle?
Yeah.
Right.
I just love the depth and dimension you get when you're popping all these foam pads on there. I think it's nice. I like it. It just adds that extra oomph to it. I was going to put that one on flat, so where's my tape pen? And again, this is the fun bit, just building it up, having a play with where you want to put things. Do I want that there or do I want it? No, I want it there. Bob that on there. And then I've got just a stamp. They'll just want, oh, we've gone wonky. My tree's a bit wonky.
Questions about what box number this is. It is 49. Box number 49. Cashier 49, please. Do you know the thing I think is funny when you go to a shop and it's like there's only 3 tills, so it's tiny, right, Michelle?
Yeah.
Yet they still have the cashier number 2, please. And you're like, well, I can see. I mean, there's only 3 tills. Do you think that's weird? They have it like in like the little mini supermarkets on the services and stuff. I think it's maybe a bit unnecessary.
I think just a little, yeah. Maybe they just want to feel as important as the bigger ones.
Laurie says, what's horrible is when you got to go when you got to go bad, she says. That's all she said. When you got to go bad and you're wearing sweatpants that have got a tied waist cord. When you got to untie it, you pull it wrong and it makes a knot. I wouldn't know. We've all been there, Beth. We have. Beth says, Laurie. Beth says, I absolutely adore this box. It is so versatile. It is. And Roseanne saying, definitely going to have to get that box.
So there we go. So if I just turn that round for you, you've got a lovely, nice, simple card that's just fun to play with and fun to make.
Those dewdrops are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, I love those. They're absolutely one of my favourites.
Absolutely, and that's one of so many different card styles you could be making when you get this box. Remember, you've got full tutorials over at crafterscompanionbox.com as well. So you go over there, make sure you take advantage of those. We've got metal dies, clear stamps, card blanks, envelopes, ribbons, dewdrops, coloured cards, and printed papers. You're going to make 18 5x5 cards just using the card blanks and envelopes that are in here. Of course, you're going to be able to add some more from your stash and make many, many more. That makes the value incredible because you've got about £50 or dollars worth of stuff in here. We'd normally bring it to you at £25 or dollars today, £20 or dollars, £16 or dollars if you are a platinum member, barring a few pennies or cents. Now, something else I want to share with you is this lovely collection. So it's a scoreboard collection, a couple of different ones in here. So you have got, first and foremost, the Scoremaster, which is so fabulous. It's brilliant. You've got your inches on one side, centimetres on the other side. You get the scoring tool included in there as well. They're just a real essential, these. They are brilliant for box making, card blanks, all of those different things that you might want to create. The other thing we're including for you is this, the Envelobox Creator. Means that you can make a deep gusseted envelope. And if there's one thing I love with a deep gusset, Michelle, it's an envelope, let me assure you. So you've got that, both of those, and then you've got the Trends cardstock as well, which are these ones just here. Really gorgeous selection of single-sided Centura Pearl. You'll get 40 sheets in there, which is amazing. And you get the bone folders. You've got the big bone and the small bone. They're both included for you in there as well. Aren't they? Is that what they're called? Aren't they called like a straight bone and a curved bone? Something like that.
Something very strange.
Why is it funny,
like
Michelle?
that, yeah.
I don't know why you're laughing. Tickled Michelle, that didn't it? There you are. So that's what you get. $15.48 or $19.94 is what you are saving. Today price, so look, $25.98, $25.90. That's a platinum price. You have $20.78 or $20.72. That's odd, isn't it? It's less expensive in the US than it is in the UK. I wonder what that is all about. We are going to go back to, we're going to create a scene, which is something I don't normally like to do, Michelle, believe it or not. I don't know where I found this sort of final, I don't know where I found this, what's it called? Second wind for the end of the day. I mean, I'm falling asleep, really. Let's move on then. Let's have a look at these. These are glorious. These are the Interchangeable Scene Die collection, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Michelle made a beautiful card using one of these a little bit earlier today. And this one here, this is your African Savannah Can almost hear that elephant, can't you? So you're going to get that one included. You've got the two different, what are we going to call these? Frames, if you will. You can layer those up in front of each other, and then you've got all of these elements that can be added into there as well, which is glorious. You've got the same concept here in your country cottage. We're also going to bring you this one here, which is your tropical paradise. That one there, that's the wonderful Wonderland. We've also got the fairy tale forest in there. And then you've got your fairy glade there as well, which is excellent. £77, $89 saves you £42 or $48, which is excellent. So definitely snap those up. They really are cool, these. And Carla says that's a very pretty card that Michelle's just made, isn't it indeed? I do believe we're going to go over to Michelle for another demo on this. If you've got any questions about this, anything else in the show, the meaning of life, it can be anything you like. Drop them, we don't know the answer to that. Drop them across to us, Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube, and I will pop them across to Michelle as we go. Right then, Michelle, what's next?
Tropical paradise.
Paradise?
Yes.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, I love
Why
this
do
one.
flamingos stand on one leg? Do we know? Yeah, Google it, Charlotte.
I
Go on.
don't know.
Charlotte's going to Google it. You know why they're pink, don't you?
Is it because of what they eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candy floss. They survive solely on a diet of candy floss. That's what it is. No, can you imagine? That'd be a delicious diet, wouldn't it?
Yes.
It's shrimps. They eat shrimp.
Yeah, that's it. I knew that.
I wonder if we consumed enough of something, we would turn the colour.
Oh, I don't know. So bear with me. I just need to get again these.
Interesting. We're having an interesting discussion about this. Charlotte has suggested beetroot. I think we had enough toilet talk for one day, Charlotte. But yeah, if you eat enough of something, will it turn? Does it make you go a funny colour? I feel like Keith would be the man to know the answer to this question. So here we go. Flamingos stand on one leg because muscle fatigue. Ah, I wonder if I should do that when I'm stood behind this counter. But another theory, because no one really knows, because they can't talk, turns out, plot twist, could be to do with body temperature. Oh, because they're keeping out of their cold water. So they're holding their leg out of the water. Closest to their body, I see. Keeping it warm. There we go. Lose a lot of heat through their legs, apparently. Oh, and someone else is suggesting in the comments to stop them falling over. I don't know. You would imagine, yes, Charlotte, you're right, that it would increase the chance of them falling over. Who knows? There we are. And if you know, if you eat or drink too much of something, does it turn you the colour of it? You can let us know that in the comments as well. I'm just thinking what I eat a lot of that's an odd colour.
I don't know. Besides beetroot, because I eat a lot of salads and I like beetroot on it, because I'm apparently old now.
Only old people like beetroot, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Charlotte loves beetroot, she's not old.
I love beetroot. I love it.
It's very intensely coloured, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Do you know people used to use beetroot as raw beetroot as makeup in the old days? Did you know this?
No.
They used to cut raw beetroot out and use it to put it on their cheeks. Yeah, apparently in Victorian times.
Oh, okay, like as makeup or something.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's beetroot. That was great. Come
that
on.
was brilliant.
Charlotte didn't like that one. Another eye roll from Charlotte.
You can hear them, can't you?
You can, yeah. It's like a clunking sound.
So what I'm using here is I've got some of our Centura Pearl. One's a hint of silver and this one's a hint of gold. I just mixed and matched them just purely by accident, but it doesn't really matter because they both ink up beautifully. And then I'm just using my Ocean Blue and I'm using the Spring Meadow. And again, I'm just inking my card up. I'm not doing too much into the middle because that section is going to be, for the most part, cut away. So there we go, so that's that.
Just
pop those to the side. And then again, so you've got those 4 pieces, which you can mix and match, decide depending on how you want your scene to look. So I think I'm going to go with those trees at the bottom, and the trees, palm trees, aren't they? There. So again, we're going to tape these into place. We don't want them to move. Let's pop that down. Oh, it's moved. There we go. So you're going to find it's a bit harder to stick it to the ink, because obviously the ink's still a bit wet, so you're not going to stick it down as brilliant. And you can always ink it up afterwards. The reason I've done it before is no other reason than
oh my word, did you just hear that, Michelle?
I did.
On this one, wow, these, oh, not this one. So the reveal, I'll tell you about that in a second when we get back to the launch.
Yeah, so the reason that I stuck it down, I inked it, it doesn't really matter if you ink it first or ink it after. The reason I've inked it first is just because I don't want to, once it's cut out, I don't want to knock those palm tree leaf things and just, and again, it's entirely up to you which you find easier, which for that really makes no difference at all.
There we are. Anne says, I have heard... very profound statement there. Anne says, I've heard that if you eat a whole lot of carrots, it can make your skin orange. Not sure if that's true, or how many carrots you'd have to eat.
No.
Because apparently, someone says that apple pips are poisonous. But apparently you'd have to eat like 800 apples worth of pips in order for it to make you feel a bit dodgy, apparently.
Oh.
And Kate says, apparently, Joe, they used to powder their faces with arsenic. Wow.
Wow.
Arsenic. Imagine that. Steady. What is arsenic? I don't know. Why don't you Google it? Just... I believe it's some sort of poison, isn't it?
It is crazy. I mean, when you think about the things that they used to do and they used to use, and you think about it now, you just would never do anything like that at all.
It is a poison, there we are. Thank you for that, Charlotte. Very insightful. Oh, and it's not very good to put on your skin.
So I've just got a couple of, I've got my, I think I got my flamingo off and one of the leaves. We're just going to ink those up again. I love inking the Centura Pearl, and I think we forget we can do it. So this hint of silver and this hint of gold that we've got, it inks up beautifully. And you still get that really lovely shimmer coming through. So let's just peel that off. The flamingo stood on one leg. And again, you can see it's attached. So, you know, if you was wanting to add another sort of layer along the bottom of your cards, you're going to be able to do it with those. So let's just pop that out. And then all I'm going to do is, let me just find just bring this in, my dauber. So we're just going to ink the flamingo up. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of ink on because it doesn't need a lot. This is my lovely pink flamingo.
Isn't there a flamingo land near here somewhere? Am I making that up?
No, there is.
Is it round here? I bet Charlotte knows, because she's from Morpeth. I don't know if you knew that. It's quite close to here.
Is it in North Yorkshire?
Is it North Yorkshire? Should we have a look? Oh, my iPad's about to die. We will have a look.
I remember going to Flamingo Land with school when I was about 8 or 9. So I know it's definitely in Yorkshire. I'm pretty sure it's North Yorkshire.
It's in Yorkshire, apparently.
Nice.
Do you want to go, did you say, Charlotte? Oh. Well, it's called Flamingo Land. I don't know if that has any... I would imagine there's some flamingos there. Kirby Miss Burton. Have you made that up, Jamie?
He's made that
Sorry?
up, yeah.
Moulton. Yeah, which is North Yorkshire, isn't it? That's not far at all from here. Let's go now.
It's not far, not at all, is it? So that is one of my pieces that I've just done. But if I bring you these in, so this I've done on just our normal white card, and you can see the difference. I've used exactly the same inks, but do you get that translucency? It looks absolutely lovely, but that really pops as well, just on the white card. So let's pop them to the side for now. And again, so these are all my little bits that I've cut out and inked up. And again, I've cut it out of this Centura Pearl, the hint of silver and the hint of gold. So let's just fold and burnish all of these. So I know that looks like I've made a bit of a mess with ink on there, but I haven't. What I did was I die cut one of these out, so it's just one of the clouds, and I just used a bit of orange and I just inked around it, and you just get, so I've got a few clouds there. So if I just bring this in and put it over the top, you've got that lovely sky there, that sunsetty sky. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in with my pink because I've got that there. Just going to add some pink to the bottom of that. Oh, do you know what? Honest, they really should be, the viewers should be allowed to hear what goes on.
Oh, no, they really
gallery.
shouldn't. We get taken off air. You think it's bad, the stuff we come out with? Goodness me, you should hear what those two next door have been saying. Mostly Charlotte, to be fair. She said she wasn't listening, Michelle. No. I was being lovely about you. Wasn't I saying lovely things about Charlotte?
He was saying lovely things about you, Charlotte. I wasn't listening to him, Charlotte, I'm sorry.
Well, that's rude, isn't it? I mean, Jamie, were you listening to me? Yeah, see?
So what I'm going to do is the piece of just our white multi-purpose card, where it's a real deep, I mean, I've used the same colour, I've used the Spring Meadow, so I'm going to put that one behind, and then this translucenty one I'm going to put on top, and you get, again, you just get a different effect, a different look by layering up those different cards.
It's totally tropical, isn't it, this card?
Yeah. So let's just glue that down. So I'm going to glue this one straight on, and then I think I'm going to pop that one onto some foam pads. And again, you can have a play yourself with all the different depths if you want them. I think on my last card, everything went on quite deep dimension. So I thought this one will do a little bit different. And then it shows you the different ways that, and the different effects that you can get. There we go. Let's just stick that down and bring this in. I'm going to put some foam on this. Oh, I've nearly run out.
Susie says that she thinks that Team Social should be hooked up to the gallery.
It would actually, do you know what? It would be really cool if everyone watching and everyone in the gallery could all actually comment live. Well, it'd be a bit noisy maybe, but...
Comment what? I mean with their voices? Like
Yeah.
talking? Oh, everyone
Yeah.
would talk over each other. It'd be pandemonium. Have you been on like a... Have you been on a Teams meeting with more than about 6 people? Oh, it'd be a nightmare. Margaret, can you mute yourself? Sorry. Beryl, your camera's on. We can see what you're doing. Sit down. Like, it would be a nightmare. Oh, it'd be awful.
It would be hilarious.
A Zoom, that's it. That's what we all did. We all Zoomed, didn't we, over the lockdowns? All we did was Zoom. How many Zoom quizzes did we do collectively as a nation, do you reckon, over the lockdowns?
Can you imagine?
I went to a quiz the other day and there was a craft round. So it's a bit of an alternative quiz, and the craft round, do you know what they did? They gave us a kids pack of mermaid makeup. So like, you know, really awful, like it would have been £1 at like the pound store. And then you had to give one of the person in your team a makeover with this awful children's makeup. Naturally, I gave my friend David a makeover and we won the round.
sounds like a lot of fun.
It was in a pub, Charlotte, yes.
So I'm just holding these because I've used my tacky glue, I just need to hold it for a second for it to go off.
Gwenda says, hello crafters, sneaking a watch from work. Mary, Mary, I don't know why I just got a bit stuck there. Mary Reno says, so pretty, Michelle. I love all of the cheerful colours. And Kate says, Michelle's inking game is on point. Aww. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji.
Thank you very much.
Talking about speaking emojis, I was texting Debbie Fisher not so long ago, and she was obviously, she was in the car was reading the text messages to her, and she was dictating the messages back. But what she didn't realise is although the car was reading the emojis that I was sending to her, it was not translating them back to emojis her end. So she had like, oh Joe, that's so funny, crying out loud, laughing face, crying laughing face, but she just had it written down. Very strange.
That is yeah, she's told me before when she's done that. It's oddest, funniest thing ever.
Mary Pat says, OMG, no one would hear anyone. I come from a super large family and it's chaotic. Kate says we want to see photos of the mermaid makeover. No, it wasn't that great, I'm afraid. I don't think I can share photos. I'll probably get told off.
So again, all I'm doing now is I'm just having a little play. Just you're layering up. Let me put a bit of dotty on his leg because it's poking up in the air and I don't think he wants it to be. Let's just try again. Ah, that's better. And then just a few leaves we're going to pop around the side. But I love the way the really intense green from putting it on the normal colour card really pops through. Not going to stick for me, are you? When you ink this, so this is having trouble sticking, and the reason is when you ink this, because it's got a coating on it, it just takes that little bit longer for it to dry. I mean, it's dry to touch, but to stick my leaves onto it's not playing, and it's purely because it just needs that little bit longer to go off. So let's try this, and if not, we'll staple it on. There we go. There we go, that's on. Just another one. Pop that on there. And then I'll just pop that there, and we'll just put this base together. So it looks a bit like a bit of a hot mess at the minute. And what I've done with those sides is I've used exactly the same green ink. So I've used the Spring Meadow. And again, I just love the way the colour from the card, the Centura Pearl underneath, just still shines through. Let's get that straight.
Love the flamingo. Fred says you could use a glue dot. Absolutely you could. Linda says beautiful. And Jeanette says that is beautiful, Michelle.
Oh, thank you very much. I really must, I say it every time, I really must learn to do the flick. And it works when you flick it up at the end. I don't know why I don't do it. There we go. Let's pop this together. And let's hope that I've made my box and lid to fit this time. Pop that there. Pop that on the top. Oh, and I have, look, oh, that's come off. Look, they've come off again. So there we go. So if I just turn that round for you, and you've got the lovely inking on the base with just the Centura Pearl on its own, and then just that lovely, let's pretend that's stuck. Oh, no.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. But we'll stick them back on in a minute. But
You. Oh, did you hear that? Did that get a Charlotte eye roll? Oh, got to stop it and an eye roll from Charlotte. Jamie said, "Oh, just leaf it out." Oh. I thought my jokes were bad, Jamie. Seriously. They are. Charlotte's being very rude today, isn't she? Let's move on. Let's recap these then. So you're going to get the African Savannah in there. I really want to do an elephant noise, but I'm not very good at them, so I'm not going to. You've got the Country Cottage in there as well. This one here that you've just seen Michelle using is a Tropical Paradise. Then we've also got the Wonderful Wonderland. That one there is your Fairy Tale Forest. And we've also got the Fairy Glade as well. £77, $89 to grab a hold of those. Saves you £42 or $48. That is a really, really good saving. We're going to go back to the launch, but before we do, it's time for Card of the Show, of the Show, of the Show. You all right?
Yeah.
She laughs at all my jokes, Michelle. I absolutely love it. I forgot how brilliant it was to work with someone that laughs at my jokes for a change.
How can you forget how brilliant it is to work with me, Joe?
Oh, how could I? Because it's been about 11 million years, that's why.
It has, hasn't it?
It really has.
I'm not sure what order I did these
Oh,
in.
don't you worry about that. Should we got one for Keith as well? We'll do Keith on the end.
Do Keith on the end or for, on the end? Right, so number one was with the reveal dies with my lovely
That feels
close-up.
like a lifetime ago we did that.
It does, yeah. So that's number one. Number two is the lovely Savannah one that I did. Number three is from the craft kit. And number four is the box.
Okie doke, absolutely awesome.
Has
1, 2, 3, 4 of yours, and 5 is this one of Keith's. There we are. Get your votes in. Right, we're going to go back to the reveal windows. These are the kind of things you're going to be able to do with this, which is brilliant. So you can see here, look, if you want to make things like advent calendars, they're going to be absolutely perfect for allowing you to do it. Oh gosh. I haven't eaten it. The door's coming away. Be careful, Owen. Charlotte, I'm just trying to demonstrate how the product works, okay? I didn't eat it. I'd not opened a new one. That's the one I opened earlier. I think, were you not encouraging me to open them earlier, Charlotte? Anyway.
Maybe, maybe not.
Here is what you are getting included. So you're going to get this one here. This is your curves that you've got there. So you've got those wonderful sizes. It's a funny shape, that, isn't it? And then we've also got the rectangle, which is that one there. And you'll get the square as well, which is this one here. You will get tear here and open here on all of them. You get the matte layer as well, so you're getting the perforated one. That's the one that's going to allow you to have that sort of closed element, and then you're getting a little matte layer that fits inside that too. So you can do 3 different styles. You can get them individually. They are £12.99 each. You get much, much better value when you get all three shapes together, which is rather marvellous. I know you've got something you want to squeeze in with these, Michelle, so we'll start, but I may have to interrupt you for card of the day.
That's quite all right.
In a few moments.
That's quite all right, I'll allow. So we quickly, I don't have anything planned per se, but we're quickly going to go back through, where is it? Back over these, so I can just show you how easy, quick and fun they are to use. So I've chosen the curved door reveal. Now I've got a card already prepped here for something else, but we'll use it for this. So I used my circle dies at home just to make myself a base, and then I've just scored that one in half because we're going to make a lovely circle easel card. So I will quickly glue this down. So I have used, is it the Frosty and Bright collection?
Oh, it looks like Frosty and Bright to me.
Yeah. It is just such a beautiful collection. It really is. So using my tacky, because I'm gluing onto the glitter side. What did I miss?
The noise, because the iPad's broken, so I've got my phone on my Crafters TV widget, and I got a message from someone, but it vibrated, and the noise, it was Charlotte messaging me, and the noise was so weird that I nearly collapsed, and then I couldn't stop laughing. Oh, demo of the show is number 2, Michelle. I'm going to come and get that from you.
It was that one, wasn't it?
What were you sending me, Charlotte? What were you messaging me about? Let me check. Should we have a look? Let's share with the viewers the sort of things that Charlotte sends to me. Oh, maybe not yet. Actually, anyway, yeah, I think we better move on, Charlotte, don't you? Right then, we need to do card of the day. What was our first one? Did we have one in the first show?
No, because it was a craft vault this morning for Wake Up Call.
Oh, we've only got 2 in that case.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be a really difficult decision for you. Number 1, this Advent box. Check out the lid. Ooh. Yeah, ooh, yeah, lovely. And then, look at that, an Advent box, number 1. Or, number 2 are scenes. 1 or 2. You decide in the comments. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube.
Right, so I've got my inside bit glued down. I've just glued some more of that glitter card to there, and that's going to be for the front of the easel. And then, so I've got this. So what I'm going to do is we're going to cut the reveal into here. But I'm going to bring this in. So this was going to be a demo with the some bits I've cut out for those changeable ones that I've just been using. Changeable ones. What, the Interchangeable Scene Dies. So I'm going to use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the smaller one because I think that's going to fit in the middle lovely. And we're going to pop it in there. So we're going to pop it so it sits nice in, and then this is going to go around it. So let's get this cut out. So I'm just going to bring my plate in and tape. Oh, it's all here next to me. I'm going to tape it again because I don't want it to move. I want it to stay right in the middle. So just tape that down. I'm going to bring this back in. So that is just, it's one of the scenes from the circle ones. I'm going to make sure that none of this is in the way of it when it, whoever is going to be opening it. I'm quite happy with that. So we're going to pop this through. Let me just turn that over. So popping that on here, running that through. So again, so even though, so technically this is including both. It's including the interchangeable scene dies and just showing you that, you know, you can be popping these reveal dies on anything. So this is going to sit in the middle lovely. And then whatever you send in the card for, I mean, I've got, my sentiment says happy anniversary. So behind that door you could have, so if it's the 25th, you know, you could have 25 years behind there. Some champagne, glasses stamped behind it because it's going to go on this. I'm not going to pop anything on it at the minute. I'm just going to glue it down just because we're obviously showing you just how it is.
No surprises in card of the day, Michelle. Number 1 is the winner.
Is it?
I'm calling it now. Number 1 is going to be card of the week.
Oh, I hope so. I've been away for a little while because I was at Hobby Maker. I had 2 weeks off in August, then I was at Hobby Maker.
Card of the show, card of the day was number 1. Just to recap, there we are. Words and pictures. Let's just pop that over there. That was me announcing it, yes, Charlotte. I did just say, no surprises, card of the show is number 1. Card of the day is number 1. Oh, sorry, Charlotte just thought I was waffling there.
She did. I don't know why. So this is just one of the scenes. I'm going to pop that round there. I'm going to make sure that it's not infringing on the door at all. That actually looks really nice. It's really put a focus on that reveal door, hasn't it? And then just I'm going to pop it onto there. Let's glue this onto here first. So I'm going to glue this bit, not this bit, because if I glue this bit, then I know I'm getting exactly as much glue and where it needs to be. So I'm going to pop that on there. And again, it's just some circle nesting dies that I've got in my stash at home that I've used to make this card base with. Let's pop that on there. That'll look, that'll look nice on some foam. Of course it would, it's me. Let me bring this in. So we're gonna raise this.
Do you sing foam on a roll?
Sorry?
Do you sing foam on a roll?
I do if Ben's on.
You're encourageable, are you? If encouraged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, do you know what? I'm happy to sing to anything, but my voice is so bad.
Is it?
It's
You
that
say
what
this,
puts
but then
me
you
off.
never let us hear it.
Well, I know because it's so bad.
Right. Maybe it's no worse than anyone else's.
Well, maybe not. No, I tend to join in with the last word or the last, line of certain songs.
Hey.
Yes. That's the one I normally
That's the
do.
bit that you join in for. Okay, I like your style.
So let's get that laid in the middle. There we go. And that obviously would have been what I would have cut that out with, but I'm quite happy with that. So let's just pop this happy anniversary in there. And again, let's pop it on some foam, or my easel card's not going to be an easel card. Oh. Pop that on there.
Remember again what's happening tomorrow then. Myself and Michelle here with you all day, all weekend in fact, which will be glorious. We've got Play Crafts Right tomorrow, haven't we, Michelle? That's coming up at 11 a.m. if you are here in the UK, 6 a.m. East Coast, 3 a.m. West Coast. Hey, look, it's a Friday night. You might just be getting in at 3 a.m. on the West Coast. You never know. And then, of course, we've got a masterclass tomorrow afternoon, all things decoupage, which will be great. That's 2 p.m. in the UK, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast, and a festive craft house for you tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. in the UK, 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 a.m. on the West Coast. It's going to be glorious.
It is. Absolutely. So I think I'm going to stamp that on there. Open here, because that's where I want you to open it. So quickly bring in this. Now again, you will be doing this before you've got all that foam behind it and all of the embellishment on it. Let's pop that on there. Is it going to do it? Oh, it did, look at that.
Glorious.
I knew it was going to do it, really. And then I'm just going to pop a couple of gems just round again. Just, it has to have a few gems. It would be rude not to. Pop that one there. And then if I just move this out of my way and turn that round, we've just made a nice, quick, simple easel card with that.
Oh, fabulous.
And again, it's going to have whatever you want under it. It could have a lovely close-up of my face under there.
Well, why wouldn't we want a lovely big close-up of your face, Michelle? That's what I say. Loads of you shopping on these still. Half the stock gone on this brand new launch. That doesn't include everyone that's got these in their basket at the moment. Let me recap exactly what you are getting. Oh, there we go. There you're getting the curves. You're also going to get the square, the rectangles and the squares. Beth Fralix says yes, absolutely. It would, awesome. Super handsome, sexy Joe would be heard over and over. I'm not sure what that is in
relation to.
Is that singing? Yeah. Oh, okay. Mary Pat singing foam on a roll. Foam on a no, Mary Pat. That's what I have to say to you. I'm only joking. Right, we're coming towards the end of our shift. That's it. What a day it's been.
No.
Big thanks to Michelle. Michelle, it's been emotional, as it always is.
Absolutely.
We'll do it all again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And again the day after that. Yeah. Brilliant. I can't wait. Big thanks to Keith. Big thanks to the team next door in the gallery, although they have been a little bit lippy today, I won't lie. And of course, a big thank you to Jake next stage, backstage even. Right, we're off home. Do you need a lift, Michelle?
Yes, please.
Brilliant. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.